Hello and welcome to another edition of Sierra J Media Live Football. Today we don't come back again for the second to last time because it is the semi-finals. And guess what? The semi-final is going on with one of the European best. I won't say anymore because today we did at the semi-final where England they play Denmark. I would always say if not this zone we did and we meet up any of them country there, so now victory. But the game don't start about 2-3 minutes ago. So basically I want to introduce you to the house. We get full house today, hopefully, and then we can see what's going to happen within the full house. So I will bring you one of the panelists today, when the man himself, the great Molai. Molai, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hello everyone. Today is a big day. We're in the second semi-finals, and most of we are a resident of the UK. We are so lucky for see we own 3 Lions. They play the semi-finals. So far, as at the talk right now, England they play high up the pitch, and the press very high. Then they give a lot of trouble to Denmark right at the moment. So I don't know if this game will continue, and if it continues for the next 10-15 minutes, I believe England will make them way to the finals. Because a match like
not battle, it's not battle.
No, I'm not a battle. Listen, now the game made it talk.
All right, no problem.
Like a match like this, if you want win you get for win inside the first 25-30 minutes. Because if you don't get 2 goals ahead of you, then you know, okay, you don't secure. Because right. You understand, you can get a good start, no guarantee you say you get for continue that. Because now football, it dominates man 90 minutes. It gets opportunity. Like waiting happened yesterday for Italy, Spain been there all over them. They're in total control. And just one break, 3 passes, goalkeeper, midfielder, striker, goal. Just 3 passes. Within 80 yards, individual brilliance, they score very, very, one of the best goals I can see because of the build-up. So okay. I hope we'll see more today.
Well, I bring the next man in. I don't think they'll get Baku for analyze, but I bring the next man, the man we not they talk football without mention few things. Them over to you, Ali Vita. Welcome to the program.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to all the listeners. Interesting game, tough game. England already done started brightly. We see Buaki Sako back in the first lineup. The Danes on change with the team we beat win against Czech. Interestingly, this is the same Denmark we beat England last year, where Maguire gets red card. So it's not an easy game. Go watch. By and large, we wait to see how the game continue for goal, but it's going to be very fierce and interesting. But now it's first 5 minutes, you can see the way England started already. Very sharp, take the ball right into the half of the Danish. So, let the game plays.
So, what's in your prediction for today's game?
It's going to be a difficult game for both sides. England, of course, 60,000 fans, majority their fans, the passion, the ecstasy, everything is there. So I'm expecting an England win, but like I've just told you and every viewers, Denmark, the last 3 meetings, England win 1 and draw 1, Denmark win 1. But the last week between them was Denmark who won the last time in the same Wembley. A win, but like I've just told you and every viewers.
All right, sorry, viewers, for that. So Denmark won the last meeting, now Wembley, and now Wembley back in the play, and definitely we will get 1 red card as you highlight earlier on, but it not necessarily get for be the same again because now almost, is it not almost a year ago?
You're quite right. But just trying to bring you the Danes. They can play on that. They can full of confidence despite, and like I said, then goalkeeper and one of the top keepers in the Premier League where really knows most of the English lads. But today, to be fair, it's going to be a difficult game for the Danes.
All right, we'll hope and see. So, Mola, I'll come back to you. I know say today you did more on the speculation on the analysis of the game. Like you say earlier on, England is playing high up. It means they are putting Denmark under serious pressure, which means they will likely take the game to them and possibly get 2 goals up, according to your prediction. Game like this, if you don't begin to push, and if you don't push for the first 15 minutes for make you do 2 up, for make you get confidence in the game is yours. So how you feel, say, the analysis of what you don't make initially will work in the favor of England?
Well, keep doing what they're good at and what they're doing at the moment, because everything sound objective. The game, very objective. They know how they sit back, trying to be subjective in the game, be very, very sensitive. Then they take a lot of risk going forward. And when you want to win matches like this, you get to be very, very objective in your game. Press the opponent, create a lot of chances, and then you're going to get what you want to achieve at the end of the day, because it's all about execution today. It's all about decision making and execution. Because if you sit back, give the opponent then the opportunity for letting come na you danger zone, they might hurt you. But when you look how England they play, you see them saying they play high up. And they play 4 at the back, 2 CDM, then 3 attacking mid with Harry Kane as the striker. Whereby the Danish team, they play 3 at the back, and 3 of them players in the 2 of them they play in the Premiership. So these are all the things that we need to look at. One they play in Southampton, one they play in Chelsea, and then the midfielders in back couldn't get when Roybal they play in Spurs. So the defensive areas and get a lot of players the way they involved in the English football, because they get few the way they play it in Championship and so. So you see, I say like more of a tactical game.
Right.
You understand?
Femi, Molai, quickly, Femi, can you check the waiting room, please? We've got a few people waiting there. Go on, sorry, Molai.
Yeah, so because when you look at them players in the way a part of English game, from Schmeichel, Christiansen, the other player with the Southampton, Akim, very good centre back, very good and big. Because now he plays Van Dijk na Southampton, so now player with it highly, and he's good. He's good on the ball. He's good on the ball. He's good on the hair.
So you feel say this will be a very tough match for England because of you get few players and waiting at the Premiership already,
yes,
or waiting at the English League. We know much about the English game, but yes. I always say Denmark they play kind of similar way of playing.
It's Scandinavian. So,
yes, the difference might not too great, but I think we possess more skills right now than the Danish. And when it comes to, sorry?
Indeed, that's a good observation.
Yeah, I know that for sure. But anyway, let's bring out the next man with our post Vite. I'll be the seller say this final with the go Marcolo, and that is where we are. Welcome, Mr. Paul.
Hey. Thanks for having me. Hi, guys.
We're here, we're fine. How you doing?
Hey, Paul.
I'm good. How are you?
No, the first question what they asked you today, what's the prediction for today's game from you? No analysis, just prediction. No analysis, just prediction.
My heart says England, but my head says Denmark. Sorry, my head says my head says England, but my heart says Denmark, something like that.
Okay, well, I need to ask you no question again. No
it's
question.
The opposite. If I use my head, I think England has a better team to win.
Okay.
But deep down in my heart, I think I need them to lose, because if not, you're not going to cause noise for the next 50 years or more. So
I think so. We deserve to cause that.
I guess you know what I mean by that.
Of course. This has been one of the
But
most.
anyway, to be honest, my head's to England because I think they are the better team. It's rather unfortunate I don't get Fred Kleiner today.
Don't worry, they come.
Abale apologize to winner, particularly when it comes to Harry Kane. I think everything will predict about Harry Kane has come to pass. So I think today probably will be another big day for him, But anyway, I never doubted his quality. Like I said, he don't change in game small. Now they drop deep, come, ask the ball, create space for himself. And
just me.
Because England don't decide for use the width much now. And with Luke Shaw and Kyle Walker more defensive, Luke Shaw more offensive, I think it's a very good balance in the back. So yeah, England creating more chances, playing on the front foot, They get a steady midfield with Calvin Lewis and Declan Rice. Not the most dynamic, so probably not only the coach one, and then you get a good balance anyway. I think they have the balance right.
Okay. So
I'm not sure they will win. I'm not sure they will win 4-0 today, but I think they will win the game. I hope.
All right. Well, again, we never predict the scores. The last time we did not predict the scores. The only score I predict will come very close to Nadiwa where we beat. The first match we beat. I think was it 1-2-0 or so or 3-1?
Yeah, I know. But Denmark is a different team. I read Pamola in the stages, then get similar style to the English. I also observed from the start, the first 10 minutes, that they are not really going gung-ho like they went against teams like Czech Republic and others. They are really, really playing from a very low block. Try to press the right moments when they can, but I think they're gonna stay compact, keep some energy, and try to hit England on the break. So that's what I suspect. I don't think they'll come to dominate the game playing at Wembley against England. But they are a different team than Ukraine. I think Ukraine was poor the other day. So anyway.
And I think playing against England in Wembley is a very difficult match for any of us.
It is. It's like a home game for England, which is easy.
Yes.
But not only that, you are playing in the semi-finals of a major tournament. So England are playing really with confidence now. They are trying to really open up teams now like they did before, not too shy anymore. So yeah, I think England. My head says England. Like I said, the chances will come. It depends on what Denmark are going to do in transition. Really, what they're going to do, because it's a well-organized team. I think they are playing now without fear since the incident with Eriksen. They just don't say logo and Joseph, and they are playing like a club team, and that is good. When you play like a club in a tournament, like Italy does, you have a chance. Yeah.
Okay, well, so far I kind of will agree with you on certain points the way you make. But I'll go to Ali. Ali, I know say the media has been playing a lot of role in terms of what we expect for the media press. I mean, for the English press for raise the profile of certain players them now the team. What are your speculations of what you don't go through so far in terms of media reports on the team itself?
Well, as usual, the British media, they raise the bar as high as possible. They also try to do, as we always do, they go back to statistics, like I've just told you, the last game in this Wembley, Denmark won at Wembley. Maguire was sent off. So they try to, as much as they're raising the bar, as much as they want the victory, as much as they try to lift Southgate in team, but it's that kind of back reminder, say, you can't afford to lose a game like this. This is your chance to make it to the final. At some point, they even run head-to-head with Italy already, thinking they're basically saying, if you go through, you have to play Italy. And this is the statistics. The last time you play Italy, this is what happened, and this is what happened. So it's a very interesting game today. So we'll wait and see. But obviously, for me, I know it's going to be a difficult game for both teams because in as much as they play in Wembley, Denmark done well so far, like Paul mentioned, since Eriksen in problem, the start of the tournament, I don't think they will be getting to the semi-final because when you main man get this kind of, big punch at the start of the whole thing, but they've steadfast. They played steady football, and their team is unchanged from the one that beat Czech, which means they believe in the same thing. So we see what happens. We got 3 players in the pitch who get 3 goals today. So they got one from Denmark, Stanley and Kane. Obviously, these 3 guys got the potential for go and overtake Patrick Schick and Cristiano Ronaldo as the top scorer in the tournament. So, the game is early days. It's only 17 minutes. Yesterday we see a lot of twists and turns. Then Italy finally emerge as the winner. So it's a long day yet, and I'm not seeing this game to go on extra time. But after 45 minutes, things can change.
Okay, definitely things can change after 45 minutes. I don't see more. I don't analyze a lot of the English and Danish game, but like I say, after in summary, I also make mention, say, England gets a better skillful side than the Danish. More like, would that be of any advantage to the team formation where England they use right now compared to the way how Paul say Denmark are just holding on, sitting there and waiting for hit on the break?
Yeah, I agree with Paul because Denmark look very, very conservative. As I say, then they play with 3 centre back. So anytime when England they play in the second third of the pitch, they always come as a back 5, and then gets 4 in midfield with 1 attacking player. So you see then keep that low block there. Even when England go in the final third, they still defending that low blocks. So as I say, a little bit you see England on the ball. But also we just need to be careful because teams then get a game plan. They get a game plan and they know how to frustrate you. They can frustrate you, and they dominate a match for 90 minutes. The opponent must get an opportunity. This same thing happened yesterday, as I say. Spain been there in total control, playing that possession game, good build up, everything will be seen. I mean, look nice for look. But Italy will get a game plan set. We get for the hit them at a certain moment. Before they scored a goal, Italy scored the first goal, then we send a signal. They send a signal with few movements then, they not score, but you see and see there's something to happen. And at the end of the day, they get waiting in one and they execute them well. So you get them back, but then same time games here. Because they are underdogs. So whatever system wouldn't come with, people really look at that. And just look forward to England for win the game. But they have a game plan. Now when they execute and I didn't know, say, okay, something was going on. And that thing they do now. As I say, they get players the way they play in the English League, not only in the Premiership, but then they the way they play in the England, Championship, and other levels. So you see how the game they go. And I want to let you watch 2 players then. When the key players in the team, then 2 center mid them. The player where they suppose. And that other way they play in Germany, I think Australia.
Why you not going to mention player, you not mention sports player? Now the same thing with Premier.
I'm just saying.
You can never talk about no player in the Premiership or the England team when you go mention Liverpool player. Why pass you mention sports?
I just talk about the key players them. Højbjerg and Delaney. With number 8 shirts, they're full of energy.
That guy's a very good guy.
They're full of energy. They're box-to-box midfielders. They're not the most technical players, but you understand, they're job-done players.
Okay.
These are the players that always keep Denmark into the game.
But Denmark hasn't... Denmark got a very good record over the Euros for the past couple of years anyway. So not much will be expected from them per se, Paul. Because I know for say, yes, the Danish team has been a wonderful team going 10 years back. But they haven't had that sort of spark. I think this is not the one major tournament you don't go this far for in terms of qualifying for Euros in Europe for the past, I would say within the past 5 to 10 years. What thing you take on the team, Paul?
You mean for Denmark?
Yeah, for Denmark.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll come to Denmark in a minute. Pamola, I talk about the game yesterday against Spain. Long ago, yesterday, Spain, yes, they dominated the game. They had possession, good passing game, then press at the right time, play between the lines. They did everything correct yesterday. But one thing yesterday, we see we're lacking with Spain, and that has been their game for over a decade now. It's really the penetration and the purpose. Because when you keep the ball in the team, you keep the ball for a purpose. Yeah, in football, maybe if I explain, I'm not going to understand. But with the set, what they call the set trap. We want to keep the ball at the left for penetrating at the right. We want to keep the ball in the middle for go through 1/3 or the second or the third of a break line. So there's so much going on there. But yesterday, what I saw, and this is not credit to Italy, they were really sitting back, waiting for their moment, like waiting Pamola, I say. And then they hit Italy on the break, and they hit Spain on the break, which is something we will see perhaps in this game today. But the difference between the two teams, England and Spain, is England, yes, they can able to afford to give the opponent chance to attack them. So it means they left themselves vulnerable for make sure they can get waiting they want the space they want to use. Like I said earlier, when you watch England, I predicted in the last few games that they have to go more on the side because they are playing with the two central defensive midfielders that are not really creative. So to play to Harry Kane, sometimes if they cannot find Mount, then they have to go to the side. You know, and sometimes Mount goes missing in the game. Good player, no doubt about it. So today, Denmark, what they go do, England will allow Denmark to play a little bit. And they are doing now. Like in the first 10 minutes, when England start, they really go in the low block. Now Denmark, they open up, they sit and they calm, you know, Højbjerg and others. These guys are not going to sit down 90 minutes without playing football because they are footballers. They are really good football players in the team. Very dynamic team and very fluid in ball possession. So they're going to make use of the ball in areas where they FCS, you know. And don't forget, these guys are playing each other almost always in the Premier League. Yeah. Similar type of player there. So their characteristics are almost similar. But also the difference probably today is which team will get for penetrate or which team will get for capitalize on the other one in space where they create to her. Of course, Denmark will be very conscious not for giving England too much space. Then get Saka, then get Sterling, of course, then get Harry Kane up front. So any one of these ones can get you goals or can create assists, you know. So today, actually, I think, like I predicted, Denmark will come out. If England score early, it will even good for them because then they will have more space to play because Denmark will be urging to go forward. But again, like I said, Denmark has played with a lot of enthusiasm in this tournament since the incident with Eriksen. So it looks like the shackle just came off mentally, you know, and they are playing like a club team. I think I see the similar characteristic with Italy. Italy are playing like a club team, not like a national team. So they don't have the burden, you know, besides their tactical organization, where they are very good at. You know, it's very difficult for Italy take the lead for you come back in the game because they will do everything to make sure they close down every space, defend well, you know. Only way you can get it is play between the lines, but sometimes they will kill time till everything goes. So back to the game today, I think the substitution for Gareth Southgate will be very important at some point in the game because I think he will need a Jack Grealish in the game when the game tight. You know, probably a different kind of player, but somebody who can keep the ball and allow drag opponents towards them, and then maybe go able to use the wingers, you know, more so Shaw on the left than Walker on the right, you know, and then probably go gamble for take out one defensive central midfielder, depending on what time England want one score or what time they get inside the game, and then try for bring another offensive midfielder in the likes of Bellingham or probably Henderson or somebody else. So yeah, England get enough for win this game, like I say, but I wouldn't look past the Danes. You know, they're playing with really enthusiasm, and these are teams. Sweden, Denmark, they have the same characteristic. They keep going. You know, very disciplined, very smart players, very intelligent. You know, but this is a big stage for them as well. You know, if they win tonight, they will go to the final. The first time since 1992 when they win the final against Germany. I think we all remember that way. They come 5 days to the tournament and they win the game. They win the tournament, after the suspension of former Yugoslavia from the European Championship in Sweden in 1992. Most of them, we play that game there when they're on holidays with their wife or girlfriend, and then I beat you and call them, I can't go play. You know, Kasper Schmeichel and Papa Binde. I think that's where, I think a year before that, Manchester United, but the rest is history. He went on to be the best goalkeeper in the world. So yeah, history is written all over this game today, to be honest.
Okay, so basically, that make mention, say they haven't performed well after winning that tournament for the past 10 years or so.
I think they went to the second round of the World Cup in 2000.
What about 98?
Japan and Korea, they played the second round in 98. I think they lost to Nigeria in the second round. I don't remember.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they haven't gone to any major tournament, to the semi-final of any major tournament.
No. They have not been to the semi-final of a major tournament since 1992.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So then the reference what they make in terms of their
Yes. They last went to the final, semi-final finals in 1992. By the way, in the semi-final they beat Holland. I think the final they beat Germany. So they were really they were the giant killers that year, to be honest. Right. Because Holland was the favorite. No, remember saying 88 now they win the championship. Then again 92, then we get the likes of Van Basten, Rijkaard, Gullit. This was the best team at that time. Yeah. And they lost to Denmark I think it was in the quarterfinal. I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay, Ali, I know say we make mention of the fact, say, if England go through into any of the quarterfinal, like Harry Kane not score, because if you score, the whole momentum will change. All the limelight will be on Harry Kane. Has that been the case so far?
Well, today's game for me, as far as I'm concerned, if I'm a team, we look at football as a team game. Yes, what we said about Harry last time, he started the tournament, not, the Harry Kane, what we know, but since he scored a first goal, it's a different Harry Kane altogether, like I just mentioned. 3 goals now, so it's probably one of the players in contention for the Golden Boot if he can get goal today and in the finals. But with what you mentioned, I always look at the bigger picture. If you look between Denmark and England, they don't want the Euros. England don't want it. Already, Paulo mentioned 1992. Peter Schmeichel was in goal when Denmark won the tournament. And I honestly believe if this game go on for a longer period with no goals, this kind of psychological thing will start playing, because England have lost their last 2 or 3 semi-finals. So all those kind of things will start working, But when you talk about
not start that which man talk.
We're not doing which man talk is we're just looking at facts. When you talk about Harry Kane, yes, they get the potential to make the difference. He's a goal scorer. Then but again, he needs that supply. Without the supply, Harry Kane cannot take the ball from midfield and get to the box and score. So I think it's going to be a very interesting balance to how Saka and Mount play with Harry Kane. Obviously, we know Sterling was the English top star so far, but after the bright 15 minutes from the English team, the game kind of even now. You can see the tempo from the England team done less, and the Danish just scored a goal from a free kick. What's the goal? This is class. So this is what we talk about. This is the first time they've considered. So we see how they react now. This is football we're talking about. Tell you about how Denmark won last year in this same field. Maguire was sent off. So now the reaction of the English team, the Southgate reaction, now there's a big thing to look at.
Well, you just make I just get stuck. But anyway, that's one down face against England. But that don't mean to say that at the end of the game or again,
football don't finish in half an hour.
Well, sometimes it can be finished in about half an hour, because if you don't score 5 goals, not like France.
We're not expecting too much goals today.
I think
a better team win.
Too many goals.
So, but. So I was saying, they come to Wembley, they've done it before in Wembley, they're in Wembley again, and they're full of confidence.
Well, to be full of confidence and winning the match is 2 different things, because we've seen teams who are very full of confidence and lost the match. So basically, yes, both teams are full of confidence, but I think, say, England, they're playing at home tough, we give you more advantage for look who win the game. I think going 1 down is not the end of anything. It's just the beginning of the beginning. So basically, I believe, say, they might have a changeover system. But I still will say there is still going to be some amount of struggle with the wing-back supplying Harry Kane. I don't think that supply mechanism is going to be effective so far, because we've seen what happens the last time, and we know for, say, Harry Kane needs to be supplied. Just like people say, you supply him more chances, he will take 1 or 2 of those chances, he will bury them. But let's wait and see what happens. We just don't go past the first half of the first half, and hopefully we might equalize, or we might make things slightly better, or we can change the game within the next 15 minutes before we end up the first half. But anyway, Molai, I know say your analysis kind of from begin make some element of statements, not yet, but some element of statements, being that you say Denmark, they wait for the break. It's not a break, it's just a counter and a set piece. Set piece are always not too good for England, because I know say Paul make mention of that a couple of days ago or weeks ago, where he say we kind of defensive central backs are not too confident in the air. And again, when you have a central defenders and are not too confident in the air, set pieces are very scary for you for defend. So what do you think this is the analysis so far? And as a manager, how will you change things around if you're one down in the semi-final of a major tournament like this? How are you going able for motivate you player them for say it's not the end of the road? We'll just have to keep going on. What would you say to them by this time?
Don't press the panic button. Just keep doing. Just keep playing your game, because they're in control of the game. And this they happen from football. You can score for against your team from any sort of ways. As to say, you can score penalties, corners, free kicks, any kind of goal you can concede. But now they don't ask a question now to England. You understand? This is not a big question now to England. Are we on for it?
Well, I think
let's play our game. You understand? Let's keep playing our own game, because they're doing well, and they just need for the intensity needs to go up more. You understand? But if England panic, then begin do things that we're not right, we're not relevant, it will cost them at the end of the day. You understand? Because the fans themselves can influence things, and so influence the fans they make we lost una kind of fundamentals.
How can fans influence a game like this?
With this shouting, because fans and the majority of I made them call them fans. You understand? Then they go with the passion. Okay. I will show you some nation that we get fans that will understand the game. Like the Spanish, the Dutch. When then they play, then situation, then they just give the players more confidence, they play on a game. The game we want to see. English fans, them, when they see situation like this, then they become panic. All the thing they begin thinking now for kick the ball long. All the thing, then they give the player a chance now safe. Yeah, I don't know if you don't watch matches then in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see that urge within the urge players them. So then they influence the players in decision making, even the manager in decision making. Because they go begin to tell you say this player ain't for the on the pitch, that player ain't for the. You will hear fans they go begin call for players them. We sometimes the manager not getting a plan. And what thing will happen now? He begin listen to them voices and make the wrong decision. So don't panic, play your game. The opportunity will definitely come.
Well, I feel say yes, the opportunity will be knocking at the doors of England soon, and they will have to take those chances. If they don't score free kick against we said they can't see whether we'll go score similar kind of free kick. By the way, I see Denmark then don't keep this formation for quite some time now. When they get one player, they always lay down behind the wall when they make. Is it because if they take any kind of ground shots, it go stop the ball going through? Because I've seen this like 3 times.
Not only Denmark, all the teams they do. If England do, and just know where they score for England.
Because I've seen that before. I'm not too sure whether it's deliberate or what's the strategy behind that fall.
Well, like what Pamola said, then Duam on the other side, just I think every team does it. I think it started with Messi or Kevin Durant, one of the two. What happened? The wall, when they said the wall, whether a 4 or 5 man wall, the wall always has to jump. Because the balls go faster now. The balls are quick. The particularly the new recent balls, the way I think a machine they make, they're not like hand-sewn balls anymore. So the velocity of the ball is very high. This was a technical study that was done. So the balls, there's a way, I don't know if I watched the way Damsgaard, the Danish player who scored, how he strike the ball. think there's a similar way where Ronaldo they kick and Pogba and Drogba they kick the ball. So they kick the ball with the inside of the football, but the left side. So it gives the ball an extra effect. Where they make the ball move very quick in the air. So the ball can go up the wall and come down quick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But some players in a way clever, where the wall jump because of the height of the ball now and the velocity, the speed at which the ball is traveled. Players then can wait when the wall don't jump because the ball quick, then put it under the wall. Because the goalkeeper is always expecting the ball over the wall.
Right.
Yes. So the one player on the ground is always like a wall also, addition to the wall. So when the wall jumps, probably 10 centimeters higher or 15 centimeters, depending on how tall the players go, then that wall, that player lying under the wall is a block. So the ball can hit the person and go. Because you can as well put it under the wall as quick as you can because the ball, they travel at a higher pace. And most of them pitches the way they see they are wet. Especially before the game they start and they put water on the field. So these balls they are not leather balls anymore. They are synthetic balls, a special material that they make out. So it glide on the eye, they travel in the air, and as well they travel on the ground faster. You know, so now that make you can see always.
Yes. Oh no.
Somebody always lying under the wall to answer your question. But I just explained the technicality or the reason why players and they don't under the wall. You know, and then to waiting Pamola, I say I just see Southgate just immediately after that. I think Pickford is a little bit panicky somehow. So I see Southgate, they tell everybody for calm, which they have to do. They have to really be calm. Play their game, like waiting me collection on the other side. Don't lose the fundamentals. Don't lose the basics. It's very important now, 10 minutes before halftime, or almost 5-7 minutes before halftime, and 10 minutes after halftime, what did England get to do? So let's say they score in the 41 minute, they go in 1-1, they come out, it's a whole different game. Or let's say they go in 1-0 in, they come out, and then in 10 minutes and score the first goal. I think it's a whole different game as well. Like I said now, they just scored. You know, England just equalized because like what they predict. England get the ability for go faster, for go behind. They're able to penetrate with Saka and Sterling. That's their game. So you got to have these balls. Waiting Spain not do yesterday with Italy, and they wanted to do one and succeed. They were keeping the ball in very good position, but they were never penetrating. And England get that quality.
So their finishing with Spain is always an issue because
yes, I think it's not only Spain, but the way Spanish team they play, with the exception of Barcelona, we get exceptional players there. But you don't always have that. So when they were playing inside, they picking the lines, picking the ball. They were picking the ball in good position. Don't get me wrong. And immediately they lost the ball, they were pressing at the right moment. So they were suffocating Italy. But the thing yesterday, what they always say while they watch the game, even when I don't know when they watch, I say if Italy have a chance to score one, I think it will find it difficult for let Spain win because you could predict the game the way the outcome will be. So like I say, the coach go down say yesterday, we go suffer without the ball. Like when we go to Mourinho, he say we go suffer without the ball, but we have to use our chances. You know, unlike England will play the same kind of game, but they get penetrating qualities. They get Saka and get Sterling. They run, you know, they go behind. They try to go behind the back three or back four. And everything that does that has a possibility of scoring goals. Spain didn't do that yesterday enough, unfortunately. They had, I think in the first half, they had 69% of the ball, but they really couldn't create so many chances with it. And even second half, I think they had 63 or 60-something percent. They made almost 900 passes yesterday, the whole game, or more than that. But they couldn't score. And, you know, Italy had their chance, they scored. You know, so I think England has enough, like I said, the ammunition is there. And one thing about England, they can be direct when they have to. You know, they can be direct. Yesterday, Spain was not really direct. They kept the ball in good positions. They let Italy run. You go find out yesterday from the statistics, Italy did more of running than Spain. But Italy left as winners, you know. And I think yesterday was a big day for Spain. If they had won that game yesterday, I think they could have gone to they could have won the finals. Their style of play, you know. But like I said, Spain always miss something, and England get a good mix now. So England try to play dominant football with position, with possession, with good passing, but they also penetrate. You know, they also try to penetrate, to go behind. There's a purpose to their game.
Yeah,
that's why I think, like I say, with the balance they have and waiting again a bench. They can mix things up. They can mix it up. If it's not possible, they could bring on Jadon Sancho. It's the same player, but it's a different type than Saka. They could bring up to the left side and go bring up Jack Grealish. You know, he can hold the ball. Like when you want to play higher than the opposition in half, you can give Jack Grealish the ball because he can keep the ball higher, so the team can put pressure on the back four, let them make mistakes. So England get a lot of variety of players. This is the best depth in terms of depth. This is the best team I can see in the tournament. Then with Italy, get the best depth because Italy get the same. When they change one player and put other one, they are almost similar, but they have unique qualities. The way you can say, okay, this player.
So
I think that's why Saka. That's why Saka is playing tonight because of what he do just now, what he had just predicted, and I do exactly.
Okay. So what you're saying?
That's why even when Jadon Sancho play, very good game in my opinion, was one of the best players against Ukraine. They put on a bench today because I know Gareth Southgate was thinking Saka has what he do right now, what he do with Sterling. So Saka and Sterling running diagonal coming in with Kane dropping off, it's a good option for them.
Okay, I kind of agree with you on that because the way how Saka don't play so far, like we say earlier on, you maintain the play.
You just have to agree. What's the combination? Kane dropping off, like I always predict, he has to drop off a bit because he can play assist. Kane can mix his game. So now you see it drop off, catch the ball, turn, and just play direct for Saka. So that combination, that triangle, Kane dropping off, it makes me think about Liverpool. That's how Liverpool play. So you have Firmino always coming to the ball, and you have Mane and Salah running just behind the defenders. It's the same similar dynamics thing, and they are playing now. But England do that with width. They do this with a lot of width, so then they open the defense and then come in. Liverpool do that with a lot of diagonal and vertical runs where they suffocate defenders because they don't like running towards their goal with their back, running after the player. So yeah, like I say, England is a good balance. As a striker, I know why Kane is getting criticized, but I also know why it's easy for him to score goals with this kind of formation.
Okay, I kind of agree with the point you really make because when you look at the England team, I agree say yes, they are very direct when they want to. Yes. And obviously this is not the England team where they hesitate for face their opponents directly, like on a one-to-one. They can take their men on. Yeah. They can actually face you. They don't play that reverse game anymore like they used to.
No, it's not the England of before when we have Lampard, we have Gerrard, they are just playing. There was no problem. Yeah. But this is an England team that goes direct on the front foot.
They are not direct.
This is something I also observe with the junior teams. And so I've been following them for a while. Right. 10-year plan with Southgate, with a guy called something Ainsworth. He's now the manager at Brighton. These are the guys who started this kind of philosophy in England. So they were very positive when they come in. The likes of Eddie Bouchard and others. These are the players now we see. And this is the style they always wanted to implement because the last World Cup when they went there, it was painful to watch England. They had the quality, but you could see it was very stifling. It was very, I don't know how you call it, but this is a dynamic team. It's fluid, Like I say, when you watch Kane now, he's more dropping more in the hole, coming to the ball, getting involved, allowing Saka and others to stretch the danger. So Denmark has a problem to pick him up, I saw in 90 minutes, he could just turn and just shoot like we will know Harry Kane. So you see now he's on the left side controlling. He needs to be more in the game because he can do that. You see? He can do it.
Well, I think they must have said something for him to change that sort of momentum in the game because, again, all eyes will be on him for now because he has already started scoring goals. So which means the Danish defense are going to spend more time on him. So if he drops off, it'll take at least a minimum of 2 players off him.
Yes,
and when you have those moving back
Spain did the same yesterday with Olmo. So Olmo was dropping always in the hole. So you find out that Chiellini and Bonucci, they don't know what to do. They don't know, can I go deep? Can I follow him? Do I need to hold off? Do I need to hold my line? The same thing Italy did to Belgium is what Spain tried to do yesterday to Italy. But the only thing with this England team is they have the finishing power. So they can penetrate, And that's a good thing because now Kia and Vestergaard and whoever, they are looking, okay, who do I take? Sterling is coming in. Mount is going left. Kane is dropping off. So they are mixing it, you understand? So it gives defenders something to think about because when you play against a player, for example, like Lukaku, it's very easy to defend against him in 2 ways. When he's not with the ball, it's predictable. You know what Lukaku is doing without the ball. It's always, he's playing with his back. He wants the ball in his feet. And he sometimes eats on the counter. It's predictable what he will do next. His moves are always predictable. But when you play Kane, like I always said, if you mix in game like he did at Spurs, it is always difficult to mark him because he has the ability to hold the ball, turn, and play players off him. So like I say, he won the Golden Boot and the highest assist this year for Tottenham. And I also predicted that if he plays like that with England, with the confidence now we get, because we've not been scoring 2 games there, you find out he doesn't really want to get involved. He wants to score. He wants to score. But now you don't score 2-3 games, so you see the shackles are off. He's coming now. He's trying to mix it up. I think it's a good way to play because he will score. The chances will come. You know? So that's a big difference. Like I said, the game now is 1-1. How England come in the next 10, 15 minutes after halftime probably will decide the game going forward.
So, Mola, what do you feel is going to be the end product of the first 10 minutes of the second half? Now that we don't say they don't break with 1-1, equals goals scored in favor, and now they come into the second half. You feel to say Southgate's going to put more pressure on the team, or you just allow him for make it just be the same way and try to see how best and capable for break into the first 10 minutes and get a second goal?
I think you will just I will say you just motivate them for letting them continue to play the same way because then they're in control. Because when you look after where England scored that the equalizing goal, you see and see Denmark a little bit panic. Then panic a little bit and then they sit back. They sit back. With England trying to, you understand, look for that space within cable for hot Denmark. So then just give a continue the same way the next 10 minutes and see what thing will happen. I think maybe after the 60, 65 minutes, maybe the coach might get a change of plan based on what's happening at the game. We just go change because people want to change or because the people want to see certain individual in the pitch because that's how they see it happen a lot with some fans then just they call for some players then. With something that moment deep in the game, the manager don't need them players in there. You understand? But fans then go call and say, we want to see this player. But as I say, England they do well, and I hope go against them. Because I tell you, one thing you be aware of, the Denmark then gets young players and with very, very technical. The three players who they play now the attacking side. That was number 9 shirts, the Barcelona. My own best player at the pitch now the one with the number 12, with the players in striker. If I get the team at the bam, the way they play, link-up play very good. You understand? It's not just that striker who they play with him back, wait for them play long. He said they do the same thing as the opposing.
Yeah, that's Kasper Dolberg. He was at Ajax, played for 4 years or 5 years at Ajax. A young guy, very good player, same style with Harry Kane. Yes.
Yeah, the same style. If I get a team at the bam, and then I'm the best player so far.
So Ali, what thing are you take? We don't go 1-1 because I know say right now, when they supposed to be on the edge. We're not sure now. All you, Paulo, Mola, I don't know it for Fred. But they supposed to be on the edge. I'm not too sure whether or not for really supposed to be or not. They base them on the analysis of the game, and you base them on the records and statistics. Yes, record and statistics means a lot, but it doesn't stand anymore in football. Football now they all prepare for going the game on the day and the winner. More I don't say.
Let me be clear first of all before Ali answer your question. I only do this for the banter, but I like good football. So don't get me wrong. Don't think. Full disclosure. Let me say it now. I do it because I like to see what England is doing. I've always been somebody who watches English football since my childhood.
Are you saying you want England to win, or you still sitting?
But I declared here that my head says England, but my heart says no because of the banter. I want on a loss. That's what I said. But my head.
So basically,
my head says England. So I'm not denying the fact that.
No, you're denying. You want
I will always go with the team that wins on merit. Okay. So always they say with what they see or in a banter.
With the merits where we see right now, you want England for win or you still go with?
I want the best team to win, and I think England is the best team in my opinion.
Oh my God! So you want to win? I agree. So you want to win? Yes.
No, well, I wouldn't say England should win by force, but England has the capacity. By force. England has the potential to win. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying England has to lose, but by force. I mean, I'm a sportsman. I don't go support a team because I want to let them lose by force. No. If they are the better team on the night, I'll put my hands up and say England were better than Denmark. They deserve to win.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you are supporting a team, I want you to think like a supporter, not like an analyst.
So, but I'm not a supporter of England.
Who wants to analyze the game.
I'm not like you who want England to win at all costs. I'm not a supporter of England.
Well, you see, this is what I'm saying. So basically, I am here to support England to win by any means necessary. Okay, whether you play final, whether you not play final, as long as we win, that's why I'm here today.
Yes. Okay, fine.
So basically, when it comes to analyzing the game, yes, we can talk about the analysis of the game, the advantages and disadvantages of the game where England they play, and how do they do the information. I agreed. But after that, I still want England to win by any means necessary. Well,
you're a fan of England. That's why you want them to win. I understand that. Yeah.
Because at the country, una own team first, we make una get the best player in the world, but are still able for win tournament.
Well, if you want me to talk about that, I will also talk about that. But I don't think I am a supporter, but I don't think we deserve to win, and I will talk about that. That's the problem.
You say you will love your team to win because definitely una been one of the best team in the tournament and the best team in the world for now. So that's who wants their team not to win when they've been classified as the best team in the world? Definitely. Yes. Regardless anything, whether they played final or not play final, but as long as they not attain that position, they say they are the best team in the world, definitely the potential is on them to win. But I will come to that anyway. Not so that's what they say right now. But I'll go back to Ali. Ali, yes, I will repeat my statement. You, Paulo, Molayo, una not like England win by any means. Una they analyze England and una they say the best team on the day will win. I agree. What is your take now that we've gone 1-1? We don't equalize the game. You feel to say England will come and dominate the second half, or it might be a different game. I mean, don't say you say this game not gonna forget Boku goal. Me say yes, this game will get Boku goal because the way how I see the two teams they play, anybody can hit in company on the break. And if you continue like that, we will see a maximum or a minimum of 3 or 4 goals per this particular game. That's my prediction. But over to you, Ali. That they bring Fred in.
First of all, for me the game is equal. I'm not seeing anything special from England yet. But however, it was a good goal.
Jesus Christ,
it was a good goal.
I don't see nothing special from England so far.
It's an own goal, and also I like the way Kane plays the ball because he realizes you know what, Saka and Stanley are the players with the quickness and the pace. So dropping deep is another strategy because the way you look how Kane they play now is like come down almost and play the ball for the two, either Saka or Stanley. After they scored that goal, they played another one, but the pass not go through. So, but if you look at the statistics, 60-40, 4-4 attempts. So this is why we look at the general perspective of the whole thing. It's not like England don't get 15 attempts, they don't hit the bar 5 times. Then Denmark, so they both get 4 attempts, and England don't score 1, Denmark don't score 1. But the most important thing on this game, the first half is done. Both teams, I enjoy it. It's very intense. And I just believe second half, who scored the next goal get chance to go to the final to face Italy. That's my prediction.
Okay. Well, I welcome the great opposition. We are the clay. Welcome to the program. I know you don't miss the first half. And you don't totally and deliberately not support England at all costs. You don't join the team of 4. We know they support England for win this tournament and for go final. So what thing that you take first half done, we don't come out 1-1. We still not play good football, or we still not get a chance for win this game for go final.
First and foremost, I want to say hello to everybody. I don't miss 2 days. And I've been traveling. I'm back. That's all I'm going to say at any time, life is out.
You're back, who's you now?
Back home.
Back home, who's London or France? Because we don't say you know a Frenchman.
So you did back
home, who's back home. Back home, beaucoup for you get London, you get France, you get Salon.
No, not Salon, but where I say home, not Salon.
Okay.
One thing also I want to like at the side for us. I think say the guys is they will not play, they know better how the consistency they can get. So for me now, I think
you
Yeah, King don't change a bit. We now they do waiting we expect them to do. So I believe say there is no problem with me again anymore. Therefore, just know that they don't satisfy me.
Are you going to apologize first before you start or not? That's what I'm asking.
Exactly. If I apologize,
I'm waiting.
You need to apologize.
I am waiting for my apology, Velcre. I mean, they tell you say Harry Kane will come good. He will mix his game. He needs for alternating game. Now he's doing it. He's scoring. You see the build up to that goal. You see the way he drop off and play. But you think everything was like. Yeah, because I tell you, say as a striker, he has to mix his game. It's not everything about Harry Kane you see inside that first 2 games. Maybe I said he has to mix his game. If you want to tell you, they listen. You just be the same no more. You just be the same. Oh, if I go first post. Oh, if I go to that defender. Oh, if I go to here the post. You know. So I was waiting for this confrontation until he apologized before I allow you for this summation right now.
I mean, apology. If I can say yes, what you will say now cannot prove that. There is nothing under the opinion. I don't apologize for the opinion. Under the opinion that.
No, the reason making for apologize.
When I say apologize, I don't mean say for apologize literally, but I just want
to accept defeat on that.
I just want to eat humble pie a little bit.
That's it.
Now, let me start with you. Let you know how you're doing on the mind for long.
Go ahead. I just want to pull your leg. Go ahead.
The moment they fall, I think like I said it too. I've been wanting England for one thing. I'm not saying I will join the steady. The ambience and everything. So I mean, they push. I don't know what they do. But still, they expect me to say, they will see Denmark is on air. And they read it, we see. They say, let me go to the beach. No, we say, why call me enemy today? Why come to see the ball? May not say, me and brother, they represent us. And when I nine Denmark, they get. So if you ask me, I want Denmark to win 2-1. You know. But on a serious note, I believe, say, I don't know what football they go to. You know, because we don't get honored. What we don't see now, I mean, no until they get honored or heavyweight. I don't think it exists to get our football. I think we need to get that correction in that because although we call, I'm a champion, this is a heavyweight, then they say always, this is a win at the end of the day. A disappointment. How many people they need that in the order they expect they're not going to say even when Italy and Spain and may start, that's what we criticize. So I believe football on a day-to-day basis to change. And I believe all I want to that's what I'm saying now. The young teams they do so well because they get all this young energy. And this game is not live, even though I say I think for Denmark, but I say that game will go for end of penalty shootouts.
Okay, I think I'm not going to hold you word against that. But if I go back to records over the past couple of weeks where this tournament starts, now Femi will be the only man we categorically make and clear and say Italy is the team to watch because they know how to play tournaments and they can go far in tournament. There are times when they need to play fancy football, but they get to the final of major competitions. So basically, Femi don't justify that and it don't come to pass. Now Italy don't go to the final. But Fred, I will not say yes or no to the fact that the game might end up in penalties. But I still think this game can forget enough goals then we will not go reach to penalty. More like if we go to penalty, is there any doubt, say, England will lose based on the fact that their records in penalty shootout hasn't been great over the years?
Well, me not believe in that. That can based on record on the past. Yep, na penalty. It's all depend on how the players them and the goalkeepers and turn up. Because if you go take a penalty and then you don't make a decision already. See, on that side there to go put them in, the keeper set make the same decision, definitely go save him. If you're lucky, sometimes you hit the ball very hard, it might touch the keeper and go into the goal. But it's penalty is all about decision making and how you execute them. You understand? Because the goalkeeper self get a decision for make. And the execution now for go outside to put the penalty.
So Ali, on records, what do you think? You know, the more they give you statistics, they give you data collection of how many penalty kicks England don't miss and how many they don't score, how many they don't miss against greater oppositions like teams like Denmark, Germany, and the likes of Italy and Spain.
Let we get the second half is on the way now. So I think I not see this game will go on penalty anyway. I still don't believe this game will go on penalty. Like I said, between the two sides, the next team with the next goal get chance to get to the final to play Italy. But if we're looking at penalty, it's unpredictable. You can't really predict who won or who's going to win a penalty. Honestly, it's on the day. Penalty is a judgment thing, It's depending. I will look at Denmark on a better position on a penalty based on the fact that Schmeichel is manning for Leicester City. So it means he knows most of these English lads how they take their penalty. Any good goalkeeper will follow those things up. Okay, on the day you look, Kane take 4 on the left previously, maybe 2 on the right. But today, might be Kane decide to change, and he thinks Kane is going on the left and Kane go on the right. But I would think Schmeichel will be in a better position if it comes to penalty, to save a couple of penalties, because he's a very good goalkeeper. You can see he's saving good penalties in the Premier League already to similar opposition. So, but I don't think this game will go on penalty anyway.
Okay, now follow up kind of to your great setback of the Belgian team. I know say there is a lot of rumors about the team. There is a lot of issues about maybe the camp is very much not stable in terms of the player personality in some areas. And I believe say most people are thinking this was the perfect opportunity for Belgium for at least win a trophy over decades of not winning anything as a nation. And now that they have the best team in the world, you feel say they underperformed or they have obstacles or they were not hungry enough to win this particular tournament?
Well, I think it's a combination of everything you just noted. I think the local pressure was very honest. Yes, this is a talented crop of players, probably the best in the generation since 1985, 84 World Cup or so. So, yeah, looking at where they play and their positions, their profile, Belgium is number 1 in the world. Yeah, they should have won something in the past 4 years. Because don't forget, these players are at the peak of their prowess. Although I think probably they have one more, this particular generation, probably some of them have one more tournament to go, which is the World Cup next year. And then after that, it's a whole new cycle. So yeah, but that's for the future. In terms of this competition, these Euros, let's don't forget, Belgium was not really good until I think the second half against Denmark. That's where they really turn up. That's when Kevin De Bruyne was on fire and Lukaku was making those runs. But they had to kick their butt before they wake up because they were losing miserably. I mean, Denmark was bossing them around. So, yeah, that was, I think, their best performance. And then the second half, I think, against Portugal, or first half against Portugal. I saw flashes of that against Italy. But to be honest, if I am giving them a grade, I think I will give them a 40%. They perform even below average. Why am I saying this?
Yeah.
This is not a reason. This is not because I think I am supporting Belgium. Yes, I am a fan of Belgium. I've been here for 22 years. I know the system. I know how it works. I play in the elite junior level. So I understand what they're trying to do as a country, why they have been where they are. But that's besides the point. The point I'm trying to make is Roberto Martinez, who is the manager, who is the coach, is the technical director of the team. So he has a function as technical director and coach of the national team. So he decides.
And do you think that's too much for him?
Yes, I think it's too much because he decides everything. But that's not only the reason why I'm saying it. Let's come to the game, for example, against Italy. I will take that one because I'll forget about the other games before they go to Italy. First of all, you take the squad. I don't think there's a squad disunity because in 2016 there were problems. There was Nainggolan in the team, and then there was problems with the coach, Wilmot, and they will not agree on tactics. They will discuss, and Thibaut Courtois will come out and say no. So there were personality conflict. Kevin De Bruyne had his problem with Thibaut Courtois. They had their own personal issues aside. But anyway, there was also issue with the captaincy. Who's supposed to be captain? Is it going to be a Dutch player or a French player? Because we have a political divide in this country between the Flemish.
Okay, so it's like the Cameroon national team.
Exactly. So you get the Dutch-speaking side and the French-speaking side. They always have these problems. But that goes back even with the politics here. But let's forget about that. Let's talk about the Italy game. What happened was, first of all, the team, like I said, they have 5 key players in Belgium. And these players, they were mostly struggling. You have in midfield, you have Axel Witsel. It's very important for Belgium. It's like you have a Declan Rice or even a Kante. He's the Kante of Belgium. So he's the one who is really like looking at. He was not fit before the game. He's been out for 5 months. Eden Hazard, we all know. He left to Real Madrid. He has been having a tough time at Real Madrid. Kevin De Bruyne was half fit. We know in the Champions League he got injured and he was never recovered 100%. And then you have Lukaku, and then you have probably Dries Mertens. So you have these 5 players who are the key for Belgium. Of these 5 players, 4 of them were not fit before the tournament. So when you build Belgium, the system, the way they play 3-4-3. And they build a team around these players I just called, right? Of these 5 players, only 1 was fully fit, and that's Lukaku. Okay? That's Lukaku. But Lukaku depends on what happens around him. What happens with Hazard, what happens with De Bruyne, what happens with Dries Mertens. So there's a lot of dynamics going on there. So back to that, they've played the system for 3-4-3. They've been successful at it. They reached the semifinals of the World Cup with this system. But they played because 5 of their key players were always fit. They were on top of their game. Right. Now they came to this tournament with struggling with fitness. So it means the coach had to put players in different positions who were not really used to the system. Now, in my opinion, and that is something most of the pundits and I don't say, when you have a core players where you don't build a system around, they are not fit, they are not 100% there where you expect them to be. As a coach, with 26 players and with other qualities of other players, you try to adjust your system, or you try to build your team, or you try to change formation to suit the players you have. So instead of playing 3-4-3, which they've played for the best part of 4 or 5 years now, you kind of see, okay, what do I have and what do I need? I have these players, but they're not fit, okay? So I give you the case of Italy. We have 3 players who are over 30 in defense. We have Alderweireld, we have Vertonghen, we have Vermaelen. These are old players, let's be honest. They've reached their prime, and then probably they are going down now. They are not the best of players. They are not the best in their positions anymore. And then you have 4 midfielders. So you have 2 holding midfielders, and then you have 2 wide players. And then you have 2 strikers and 2 attacking midfielders and 1 striker. So basically they play 3-4-3. But in this system, like I said, you need Hazard fit, you need De Bruyne fit, you need these players to be fit, to be dominant in the game. And Belgium was struggling about this. Okay. You understand? Against Italy, for example, Italy played 4-3-3. But when they had the ball, you see Spinazzola go left higher, and then you had a problem to pick him up. Who is going to pick him up? Because the other players playing in the system didn't understand. And then you had 2 midfielders, Tielemans and Witsel. So these 2 players, because the distances were so big, Italy was playing with 3 in the middle. So they were always one-man shot in the middle. You understand? And then they couldn't press because they are not fit enough to press Italy from the back. So there were so many things. But what I would have done as a manager, and this is something I don't understand why he didn't do it. After we came up by 1 goal behind and I saw my team struggling, which the team was struggling, to be honest, I could have changed the system around. Okay, I could have gone 2 midfielders plus 1 attacking midfielder. So I could have bring De Bruyne, probably put him in the triangle in the middle. And then I would play with wide players. I would use flank players because every time Belgium threatened Italy, even the penalty we will get, that's what it happened. We put Doku go against De Lorenzo 1-2 times, the 3rd time penalty. So I would have looked at it that way halftime and changed the system around. And what Martinez didn't do to me, he didn't look at the whole ballpark. He had one plan. It's like a one-trick pony. Everything he do now one system. So when he put one player, he put this player, the system not work. He put another player, he could have changed things around.
So he did not have any form of alternative to change the game.
In my opinion, he didn't have alternative. And once in player the way Habo not been fit enough for execute in game system or in game model, he was not bold enough or brave enough for change and try to do something. I think we saw against Denmark, against Wales, when Denmark made a struggle. They played with 3 at the back. I remember that game. Wales was running all over Denmark. What did the coach do? I saw it immediately. He take the Chelsea player, what's his name, the defender, he put him in the midfield because he was playing with 3 at the back on Aaron Ramsey. Straight away, he neutralized Wales. Denmark get control of the game. Denmark end up winning this game. You know, as a coach, I think Pamola will tell you, it's always important to have an intellectual way to look at the game. You have to look deep. What do I have and what do I need? because you need to. That's why you have. Sorry, Mourinho. You can say he doesn't play fancy football, but he can tweak things around and make the difference. And good coaches.
Has that been the trademark for Martinez over the years in England?
Well, I don't know, because he was the first player. Credit to him, the first coach we start for playing 3 at the back. Where did they Wigan? I think I remember that. I don't know if Pamola will remember, but he was the first. Now he invents 3 at the back. He played it a long time at Swansea. Where all man they play 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. He was the first coach. I remember when I was watching him as Swansea manager. As Wigan manager. He was playing before he even go. I think he came from Swansea to Wigan and then Everton and that kind. But he was the first man who introduced 3 at the back. I remember that very well. So, yes, probably in game model or in philosophy is okay. I stick to what I know and this. But even that, he couldn't tweak it around. You understand? You need to tweak. You need to find Gareth. For example, Gareth Southgate don't play with 3 at the back when he started. The first 2 games where he struggled against Scotland, he started with 3 at the back. Immediately they go second round, he go 4 at the back. He put Kyle Walker back in position. He bring the left back, and then you go 2 in the middle instead of 3 at the back.
Okay, in a very nutshell.
So, anyway, to summarize what I mean, Belgium have the quality. It's not like the quality lost because they don't win the tournament. They have it. They probably don't in their best form. Then secondly, I think the manager let them down. The manager.
What do you think now should happen for regroup for the World Cup?
Well, right now Belgium get a balance. They get players that we really on the other side of 30. So you get Vermaelen, Vertonghen, Alderweireld. These guys are 33, 34. So you could not really build the future on those guys. And at the back, we don't have really world-class defenders. Like they were being top for the past 10 years. So it's a process. We have to start building on that side. I'm afraid what I am seeing now, and I may be wrong, or the young coming through now, the 20s, the 21-year-old, we don't really have. So Belgium have a struggle at that department. Going forward, I think they have enough young players. You understand? They have Kevin De Bruyne still go be captain probably in the next 2-3 years. Doku, the one we play against Italy, the black guy, will be the player on the left. He was a new 22 years of age from Anderlecht. Tillemans probably will be one of the leaders of this team. Then Donker. So they have, going forward, they have a lot of options. But I think where they will struggle, and don't forget, they don't always struggle for get good left and right back. So also that was a problem because they never go 4-3-3 because they don't get so bad left footer where they play left back and they don't get good right. I mean, Mounier played there, but he's not really also another player will be very important for them in the last World Cup. Mounier, he's not playing even at Dortmund, and they are struggling to really hit form, peak form. And tournament is always a team where they inform, not a team where on paper. The team where they inform at that moment always wins the game. So yeah, Belgium will struggle to rebuild, but I don't think they will start from zero. They will just struggle to hit their top form again. And then when those players, it's a cycle, when those players come back to their maturity age, Tillemans is still young. The Donker is young. Doku, the boy I mentioned, is young. They have also Dennis Praet. They have young players coming through. I don't know if they'll build the same quality of the last generation, but they will have a team, definitely.
Okay, we'll come back to the Belgium team and see what the future holds for them in terms of the World Cup. Fred, I know for you just don't go to what's the atmosphere like in Freetown for the fact that we don't qualify for the AFCON 2022? Is it the same atmosphere? How do you feel? Is there any kind of different climates where you don't each day now, so in terms of football?
Yeah, I think that joy don't see. And at the moment, it's a very sad moment because when we make that actually, the even ask the player to take the bank account on the NSA, while the so-called letter will keep the yourself. What do you do that? You can notice the momentum, but you want to get I'm already exactly. You can imagine things that they put in. Don't know what you don't have to pay for. We treat them and again don't accept after election. But the boys in the way from now, because I want to give them morale, you know, they are not satisfied. Then you want to say, okay, now you switch to them, not putting the airfield no more now. Then they'll enjoy themselves. I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad. I mean, say that journey becomes a really bad for me now because our players that is going through, I think it's a football that because why they have this person happy. So I believe say that joy moment don't change it. But we feel that they don't change it. And the other thing I want to say that we don't want to see was also for the Africa competition. It's just
Well, they struggle for your ear small.
Get me clear now?
Yeah.
It look like Fred, you look like you far from the microphone.
Yes, we they struggle for your ear small. I don't know whether you background it also echoes or it sync the sound. So I don't know what's the problem where you are.
Yeah, well, you get me now? You get me now?
Yes, we get
much better now.
Yeah.
Okay, now the moment you're on Bluetooth, but they start this time, the people say go echo. As I say earlier on, Timo, not so only for those who don't qualify, but for prepare. A tournament, we go to game no more, we go to a tournament. You know, it comprises of so many things. You know, we know starting. And then as we can manage that, we will say, oh, then they manage that. We get a lot of home base every day that we defend at them. Nothing they go on as alone now. Nothing whatsoever they go. Rain everywhere, no preparation, all man at the FA, and they don't retreat. Come on, who's all going to go from here? You know? And now, so always you don't be. Less preparation of the getting up because oh, that is because the one and that is because the one. Nothing as of now will be of preparation. It's so sad. Why now people are going to retreat? How long will it take us to put that elections together? One and retreat right now. You know?
What's not the excuse for the election for?
Pardon me?
What's not the excuse for the election for? Which election again is the excuse for?
I think people will give some information because I know people are the same comments they know much about it.
well, they had a 3-day retreat from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday yesterday, 9 and dawn. Actually, that the president called for the retreat and the executive committee then get a 3-day retreat.
You mean the president of SLFA?
Yes, the president of the newly elected president and the newly elected executive committee then go on a retreat go plan the next 4 years how they go administer football in the country. And that includes everything. I think grassroots football, administrative football, a league. So they will come up with a statement or policy position in the next coming probably weeks or days. I don't know when they will come, and then they will decide. They will decide, but then they will tell we how they want to run football, how they want to structure the league, how they want to structure probably all the provincial, So I understand it's a whole package. So they will take their time to decide, and then of course in consultation with the clubs and the stakeholders. So that is exactly what they've been doing the last 3 days. But Fred, I say the national team they train. I saw pictures of it. The local home-based players, I think they've started training since Monday, yesterday or so. So I don't know if you know about that anyway.
Well, look at the conducive atmosphere for me and train. You don't go see the pitch, na stadium academy on the range. Now I just want to ask some people I don't say aware of. If you know how we plan now, this time we get a split with most people in that we call themselves stakeholders, and on our way just coming new. I don't believe they get all the answers. And if these people don't believe people don't call them to togetherness and football, call them a fit for everyone. But if they say no, then we knew that they came back again, they're able to handle everything. But I think we are heading back for disaster because some people, you can never pull them out of football. No way. You can never pull out of plans of football back to Salon. So they decide to go down by themselves. I believe, now that enmity, they start to be honest with you. You see, because
Fred, just for answer your question, I'm not here to speak for them, by the way, but my suspicion is because I really the president, Daddy Brahma, when they elect him, we'll get together as a family. That was exactly what he said. That was his words. I quote him directly. He said, we'll get together as a family.
Right.
And we'll get to decide what thing will happen to football. We get to go for the short term, medium term, and long term plan. How we get for us. So I suspect, they are getting together now and trying for probably produce their own position. But it will be wise for me, from my own standpoint, it will be wise for letting Yeri from the stakeholders, people, them club owners, administrators, district level, regional level, let everybody come together, even if not for 3 days, maybe a day or two, in the spirit of cooperation, in the spirit of I don't know how you say it, but let all man go, like what the Imbi says, let all go blow mine, quote unquote. You might say something, Fred, where go make sense to them. Rodney go say something where no make sense to them. Somebody else, Kalongo say something we probably then go, this is something we can buy into. But I know everybody has ideas that can be picked on for short term, for long term, or for medium term. So nobody knows a monopoly on ideas on football, as particularly where the last 8 or 10 years don't become so dramatic in salon football. So there are so many things we can do, depending on the will and of course the vision for say, okay, we might not agree with everything the stakeholders are going to say, but let's listen to them. They have a point, because the more you get a buy-in, it's like politics. Where you they pass law, if you say now one party, the more they pass law, where the other party can have power, then they pull that law, they say no to law. But if you allow other people then to make amendment to that law, the other party say, oh, okay, this I feel like say I get stake in this particular legislation or this particular law. Because if I pull out, me on constituency go suffer. So okay. If we not out an idea, then say, okay, we might not agree with point A, but yeah, point B is something we can go with, or we not agree with point 10, but point 9 and 8, we like them, we go tweak them, we go make them fine, Lorna said, I think it's all good,
Okay.
I think you have to have a general consensus, because football, like I said, nobody get monopoly on ideas. When we all come together and work on the things the way they mourn the football in the country, where Fred Klegan say, where Kofi Nyako will say something, where Victor Luis or wherever, the one that we get a club, anybody will get stake, let them come together and say, okay. Because when they get a buy-in, all this, like Kotia and Koma Bengola and some Kosoko go down, because everybody has a stake. If the thing fail, you don't go blame tomorrow and say, hey, me not know. Now all make this, you understand? Now all name did it. You were invited, you are part of it. Let the people then feel invited. And of course, going to the administrative and the constitutionality side, let them stick to what the Constitution say. Right? Okay. Let them call people there on Congress, Congress for whole, even me not go wait like Congress whole every year. Every 6 months, the SLFA Secretariat will come out with a statement, the opposition statement, with how you say, midterm evaluation, what we don't do, what we need for do, just for keep people abreast. Because like we know, football don't change at the world, Mr. Duba. We know say right now, they talk about England, we know how England don't improve, so these are things we can pick up. There are so much ideas. You understand?
But Fred, do we actually think we need take a break for go on a retreat for 3 days, and then we're not able to come up with no statements yet up till now?
But for me, if you actually, I would say I'm directly, as of now, if they didn't get for do one, for bridge that gap with the known there, I would say timely. But for them go plan normal now, I doubt whether it actually timely, because the kind of you meet mama, pekin, uncle, auntie, everybody did together. You come and meet a scattered house. Say people are not together. So if you decide normal now, the new incumbent market instead of which to do, the short term, the meet term, and the long term again, I believe the plan for fail back again. Because at the end of the day, if people find a salon and the club owners and back again, just get for make a point. The everything getting for do, they get a room for play. So if you go to get for do my own team, obviously, I don't go play for play six normally. Put your picture you do right now, T-boy, we are not going anywhere. So like I say earlier on, my point at this moment is that there is no need for that if you haven't got everybody on board. You see, because there's going to be a challenge, there's going to be a disagree or agree, there's going to be a lot of confusion. So at this early time, you make sure you got everything right, get everyone together, take the sense from the nonsense, and then we move forward. But this way, and already don't know, I'm promoting the bashment everywhere on the social media, all that different groups, and so I don't know where we are going to. For me, okay. I'm sure I will say it out clearly that it is not timely.
Okay, Ali, I know say you get a lot of reaction with the abroad-based players then, in terms of reaching out to them. You feel say they are looking forward or they are mentally prepared, or what sort of discussion we're going to get over the past couple of days since they qualify? How ready or what's in your mood right now?
We're going to the Nations Cup. That is everybody's dream. Everybody wants to be part of Sierra Leone team. Every player born in and out of Sierra Leone, that is for sure. But it depends on what the technical team wants. Do the technical team want to open the doors for everybody, get a balanced side, get a bigger team to go compete? Or we just think we already got a set of players where we can maintain? Because, mind you, we can analyze, we can, introduce as much players as possible, but it all depends on who is going to make the selection. Is the main person, which I believe is the technical team headed by John Kista, who is the coach. So, but I'm telling you, when it comes to the Nations Cup, some players can be reserved. Yes, I got Sierra Leone background. Yes, probably I'm not going to play for England again. But if they not contact me, I'm not going to knock their door. I'm the player. I believe in my capability. I believe in what I'm doing. If they come, maybe they convince me, maybe I'll join the team. So I'm talking about the likes of Josh, the likes of Chalobah, the likes of Stephen Coker, these kind of names where you can bring into your team to get a strength in depth. So again, we can go around the circle all we like. We already got a good crop of players, but we need a balance. We need a good balance, The other day, yesterday, I think I got time to watch. I don't know what is the situation with Christian Coker. Christian Coker is a very good goalkeeper. He was part of the match fixing saga, and they've cleared some people. They say they're investigating some still, and I don't understand what is the prolonged. If somebody do bad, you say do bad. If somebody is not part of something, just lift everything. He's one of our good goalkeepers out there. No disrespect to the ones who will get Sierra Leone, but what do we want? Are we going with the same old philosophy, or are we want to change? We want to go to the Nations Cup as a team ready to compete. You understand? So there's a more, but looking at all these things, the retreat, I think we need a general symposium where the football family, business people, investors, stakeholders, everybody can come together and try and project something good for Sierra Leone, because it's you see the way time go. We're in July now. I don't want by end of August we are still in the same category. Yes, a couple of the national team local based players, they don't begin train, but again, for me, how many of them therefore they are the team to Nations Cup? I don't know, but I know generally majority of the players going to the Nations Cup are going to come from overseas. Maybe
why are you so quite sure say majority?
Because you look at the squad we get now, majority from overseas. We get a couple of home base. Even the new introduction was not in the squad until we get problem. Until we get crisis, now we're bringing back Musa Tumbo in the team. Until we get crisis because of COVID, now we identify Saïdou Mansare. So if not because of those crises, Saïdou Mansare is still not in the team. So this is the kind of thing I'm looking at. They will not get league where they play right now. And I understand that the league, maybe they will cancel this league. The league will start in September. How true is it? We don't know. We still need information. We need information from the Premier League board. We need it from the Premier League team. We need more information from the SLFA. So now they've all their retreats. And we still give them time. It's early days yet, but it's early days in terms of the SLFA administration for settle down and prepare themselves well for the challenges ahead. But it's not early days for the Nations Cup. 6 months, it can come like that, but again, it depending on, already we know we got certain amount of players. We also know we got about 6 to 7 players that are yet to be included in this squad, but nobody knows if they are wanted or not. So
basically, what you say right now, we don't have time as a national team.
We don't have time. No, we don't have. We don't have no time.
Okay, so now we don't have time, and we know for say within the rainy season of the climate in Sierra Leone, you feel say national game for happen from now on to maybe end of August, early September.
It's possible for something to happen, like I already stated earlier, prior to today. My own information is saying maybe the league will start in September, and they will try to get a calendar, which means every September will league go on non-stop. That is the plan. But the plan is one thing. To execute the plan is another thing. So if the league kick off in September, we'll get September, October, November, December. So we'll get good 4 months for players then for come back to reality. So my submission here today is the fact based on what is happening now. And in going into a tournament like this, from where we have come from, I think there is so many things you have to put into play. You know, if you want to include new players, you have to give them time to be part of the friendlies, if there's going to be any friendlies, to see them, not just take them for the tournament because you don't even know how good they are. You understand? And one thing Sierra Leone is, I can tell you now, we got 15 players playing similar position, nearly 15 players, when you look at the attacking position. So you have to be very careful in selection because in as much as we're going to the tournament, you have to get the good balance. You have to get good number of midfielders that can play varieties of roles just in case your defenders got injured in the line. For example, the defensive side, you have to look at defensive-minded midfielders that can step in and play centre-back position. You have to look at wing-backs that can play wing attack position. So all those kind of things you have to look at. So, but it's early days, and I'm excited. We'll get to the Nations Cup now. But because we've not been there for 25 years, I think we need to start preparation very early.
Okay,
That's the point.
I agree with you, but I'll ask you one more question. You also make mention, say, currently, you believe, say, majority of the players they will get for the tournament get for be European-based players.
Yes.
And now you say the league might likely start in September.
It gives the home-based players to fight for position in the squad. But as of today, when you look at the team, when we play the last 4 games, dominant in the squad are foreign-based.
So are you saying the 22-man team will be a dominated foreign-based players?
I think it will be because of COVID.
For maybe 5 or 10 or 5 maximum home-based players. So you feel say the league will make any difference, even if it starts today, for the fact say we are not going to be looking at the home-based players, for example. What difference will the league make? Even if
what the league does for the home-based players, the coach is in Sierra Leone. The technical team is in Sierra Leone. They've already identified about 5 to 6 home-based players that are really doing well, which was part of this team in Benin. You understand? So now I'm looking at identifying more. You have to have an option. If you don't want to rely on the foreign-based players, you have to have an option back home. But without playing regular week in, week out, you only training a set of players based on we are training, but we are not competing because they were training when they played friendly against Liberia. And when they lost against Liberia, that break them down because it seems like, oh, these are the players where we think, say, we they try for bringing to, replace the experienced guys. But now they can't even beat Liberia at home. So these are the kind, but with regular football, daily football, with the big part of the friendlies, there are a couple of home-based players, I'm telling you, like the boy now we've seen, Lucio played 3 games. Lucio is a guy from, I think he's...
Lucio not also a player named Daddy.
No, that's the nickname, but it's a centre-back.
We should start naming them by their real name. No,
I know, but I thought for the majority listeners, they will understand who I'm. The guy from FC Cologne, the centre-back from FC Cologne, I forgot his name now.
Okay.
He is coming.
You forget his name than you call him Lucio.
It's coming to the squad.
Fred, you sound the break very badly.
Now you see me play for before.
Now we know say maybe the free song.
Even if that's not a light novel, none of the problem of a light novel. And I think Ali.
Yes.
Anyone from a team who Sierra Leone football calendar.
But now Ali the Togalia one, we don't have one.
No, Ali is for September when they come back.
No, speculation.
That was.
She's really wrong, Ali, because Sierra Leone, we get natural time when they change, natural season when they change, so it's easy for them to plan. When we will start the league of our range, and at the same time, at COVID day, when we don't see for change because we know people they capitalize on it now, so it's going to be tough. Ali, let's start a spade. It's going to be tough. What do you want to do by this?
Fred, what's in there for be tough? Now the league for start or what's in there for be tough?
From all angles, the league for start, and when they play a difficult basketball, they don't let them go train. Now training, how many friends they go play under this senior so that's again. So I believe say what you need to put together first. One, I would believe on overseas training, move away from China. Looks like the facilities are there. Look at players so they go play and outside the ball the whole night. But play as well, train as well, go to the ball the whole time. It's even wrong. So we can even plan to take them out of Sierra Leone, where they don't get distraction, they go focus, and better pitch. If we say the whole team is dominated by foreign-based players, why are we bringing them to this rubbish pitch? Why are we bringing them over to Sierra Leone? Is it going to help? Training in Sierra Leone, train at the academy now. Is it helping us? I mean, no, they come on them and say, not only for that time, this will begin September, then they train at Salon now. Look at the picture in the field under those kind of circumstances.
Fred,
you know,
Fred, I don't want to interrupt, Fred, but the truth of the matter is, I think what we need now good playing surface, because you can't stop the league in England because it's raining or because it's snowing. You don't stop it. What we need is the quality surface. When you get the quality surface, football can play anytime.
Yeah.
It's because we don't have the quality surface. That's why you talk, say, the rain, the this. You don't stop European League because it's rain. You don't stop the MLS because it's rain.
To Fred in defense, we hardly play League na Salon during game season because one first, you need to get the fan base for go first. Because we still don't.
No, but that is correct. That is correct. But if we can amend one major area, which is the playing surface, then I'm not saying play league on the rain, but I'm just trying to say if we start a league, then you get 1 month for a season. You can finish your fixtures. You don't have to suspend the fixture.
Okay, me feel say in that regards, there is a lot of mechanism to be put in place for get some rights. One, you need to get the right speech. Two, the stadium they need to be covered for make you get fans and for go and watch the game if it is during the season. So basically, there is a lot more to be done for make you get game there for play during the season. Molai, over to you. What's going to be your technical aspect in terms of everything so far in the discussion of the game, the league for starts, the influx of home-based or foreign-based players then going into the competition for 2022, where the window, it look bigger, but it is very, very small, based on the fact that the team not even make a selection yet, then one. Two, we don't even know what's in the structure of the team itself going forward. Three, the FA still never forget a combination of voting then stand for first. So what's going to be your take? If they manage then kind of particular team here, so and you did at this kind of predicaments, we don't know what's going to happen.
It's not a big question this way. I got for breakdown, and it will take time for that break them down.
Make a shot.
But for break and shots, this is not a big test for Sierra Leone because you don't take away, we know get into this situation. We got people who understand the game. We've been done the knock the door for a long time. Say we need to get with football in place. We need to get with football structure. Now that they hunt the old Salon football, because all this thing we discuss now, we don't come up on that long time. Salon don't come up on all and talking about the FA, talking about calendar. Infrastructure, with so many things in. Now it a hunt we.
What you say the hunt we, what you exactly mean?
Well, because we're not organized.
So how you think they will organize going forward?
Every department we're not organized. Now, okay, when we start this discussion between Paul and Fred, then we discuss about what that meeting. The idea where Paul can say you get for listen to other people and people and get your own proposal the way can be a benefit to the development of the game. I feel say if they embrace that meeting day, you understand, they pick all the objective things that will help follow the structure of the game. And as they say, Salon qualified for the AFCON. But that's not all. We still got a long way to go.
Now, this long way when I say we get to go, now I want to make an analyze. What's in the long way to go?
In a sense, if you look the way we qualify, you will see it's like God put them for we in a plate, but it wasn't planned. If what would you talk about plan? Remember, there was a time when Paul been analyzed about the Denmark and the Belgium football. All what it take for let them go to that level, they waiting and do, waiting and get right, and waiting and not get right, and then still they try for work on certain things just for being the football DNA in place. You understand? We don't even get that yet, sir. We don't even know waiting football DNA means, sir. We don't know. You understand? So like some people away. We will say, like, we get, like, people who in the diaspora, we know about the game, like, waiting Paul explains to us. So, man, they never understand waiting Paul mean when they talk about football DNA. Enable, you know, we won't understand. Past some time, Paul get for the break come out over and over, what he mean for get a football DNA.
So I will ask you, do you think we need some form of recommendation for certain players or certain individuals for getting involved with the national team right now? So we can at least get some startup plan if we definitely not get no plan right now?
You mean in terms of players?
No, in terms of the structure, because the structure for make the player
of course, you need people away now that you won't feel that. We don't go get the education. We know what it takes for let we go to that level there. Few weeks ago, we get one discussion where I used the word say, the one the way in a tongue, they hate the one the way in the diaspora, we understand the game with passion. They hate it with passion because they know so much for help for develop the game and then not radiate in a tongue for let the game develop. So you see and say now a pathway we very, very difficult for the handle within the diaspora. We for make let the game develop. If let's say Paul then spend so much time, you understand, they try to break down things to people and for let them understand what it takes for let football stable in any country, for let football develop. But it's still they go from one here to the other here and then you just go like that. You understand? Then just to get the own plan and they execute the own plan and the things they wouldn't execute, we always say that the wrong things and they execute, but then they try to convince people and say the right thing and they do. Why can't you get the people and we don't understand? First they say, okay, let them go take expert and we now Europeans or whatsoever. So let them go then and go make, you understand, una game. For go improve on a game. Now you get young people and now we are born and great Sierra Leoneans and with the outside world, we educate themselves every day about football. Why can't we embrace them people and they follow well for let football develop?
All right, Mola, thank you very much. Like and skip to Paul on that. Or what you take on what thing Mola don't say so in regards to the two set of people that we don't talk, Fred and Ali. Paul, you're muted.
Yeah, T-Boy. I think we don't say something about this the last time, but maybe you don't forget.
Yes, we did.
But the benefit of the probably the one the way we get for listen or we get for watch we. You know, I'm not particularly concerned about Leon Stars, and I say this with all sincerity because I think going back to what Pamola say what at the. We didn't qualify because we were prepared to qualify. We didn't qualify because we had a plan to qualify. We didn't qualify because we get an objective for qualify. We qualify because circumstances, things then fall in place for us. Let's be honest about that. So whatever happens to Leon Stars going forward, I'm not really concerned. You know, people like Ali Bitar go write about players, with all due respect to them, go write about Uda for day, Uda not for day, waiting the coach for look at. And honestly, if you ask me, I'll give my advice. But I think it's just a sliver of what you will need for make Salon football go Usa. Because let's assume something happens, we don't qualify, we'll go, we'll not play, we'll go participate, we'll not able to compete, then we'll come back home. It means we went to the tournament, we had that 6 month feel good factor, and then we came back. Then what? Where do we start? Because we have to play qualifiers. Immediately after that tournament, we'll go play qualifiers. You understand? And so it begs the question, where do we start? Even if we go win the Nations Cup, we can. Let's assume we win them. We have nothing to fall back on. You know, there is no, you cannot identify what in Salon football really there about. What in the objective? What in we, like I say, what in our DNA? What in we, what's the plan? You know, because when they talk about pitches, let's talk about infrastructure, for example, T-Boy. All the games that they play in our country today, with the exception of probably the Finland, Kenema, who a standard FIFA Finland who don't get. I think all the other pitches, even with National Stadium, is the problem. That's why we went to Guinea to play the game. So what we talk about
what's the major problem with stadium?
Sorry?
What's the major problem with the National Stadium?
Because our stadium is not fit for purpose. The playing surface is not good.
Pitch or the infrastructure.
The playing pitch, all the things around the stadium. Even the commentary box, even sideways somebody like you, T-Boy, Jesse Raja Media will go host you podcast or whatever you want broadcast from Salon. Like what we are now right now, those facilities are not there. You understand?
Right.
And these are all standard where you want to take part in international competition like CAF or FIFA standard. Let me tell you this. But we'll be riding this out year after year after year. The way FIFA CAF put their foot down and say, no, even on a scoreboard, on a need for upgrade on a scoreboard, we have a problem. Pass will go play again. So when you look at all in there, and I'm not going to even start about the basis of what football is about. So the structure of football. Where do we start? Which academy we want to begin? Usa want begin identify talent then? Usa want begin train? Waiting how we plan 5 years going down. Which now under 17 plan? We now under 16 plan? We now under 15 plan? You know, all those things are not in place, T-Boy. Even the coaches then, for upgrade we coaches them to train modern football. I'm not disrespect to brothers when our coaches there. But the need for upgrade their skills. Yeah? They need to upgrade that. So for we go able to produce the player they work called we own DNA, we identify one players. T-Boy, I'll give you an example. Countries and they win a big player in the leg. Tall, big star player, you know. Spain gets technical players. They get small, you know, the likes of Iniesta. I'll give you an example. Xavi. These are players, Messi. These are players who they go play in Spanish football because that's how Spanish football is played. You understand? Yeah. When you go France, it's more physique, technique combined with, you know, so you have something you can identify Salon football, yes, all in country. In your own case, you don't get any identification. Where they play, you don't know even the coaches and which system they play. What they try to accomplish on the field. We will get the technical know how they see. We don't know what you mean. You understand, eh? So to me, T-Boy, this discussion about Salon football, like what Fred Clay said earlier, we get for Sidon. Where all this euphoria around the Nations Cup done, we got to sit down and talk about Salon football, right? We got to talk about the local league. We got to talk about how we want to structure this. What do we look for? What's our objective? Under 12, under 14. I give you an example. I think I don't talk this now the other day, but I will repeat it. When Belgium wants set up the youth system, then go study part of what they don't do in France, a little bit of what they do in Germany, then come back, then can put their own things around based on the characteristics of players that we then get and the football culture in Belgium, right? So they set up what we call the Belgian DNA. What kind of players we want?
England did the same,
and that comes from the top. So the FA got decide what we want to do, which kind of player we want. Yeah. So we translate this into a policy, practical policy paper. We coach them, the Paul Packers, the Pamolai, the Mohamed Kalon. This is the kind of education we want. So we start with talent identification, for example. We get a phase from under 5 to under 18.
Right.
Yes. From 5 years of age to 7 years of age, we get on the exploration phase. So this now, Bobo, they put number 2 against 2, 20 meters by 20 meters, to give them the ball, say, when I play. We need to tell them nothing. Why? Because we want to see what's the natural reaction or instinct where you give them ball. Picking where you give them ball and know what for do. So you are standing there, you have your pen and paper, and you look for specific things. I'll give you an example. What is his technical skills? What is his football intelligence? How they control the ball, how they look, how they this. You're not saying anything to him. You're not even coaching him, say go left, go right. You just let them play. So that's the exploration phase. When they're not 7 years, then they play 2 against 2. When they're not 7, that's when you start to tell them, go left, go right, play with your party there. So you go to, from 2 against 2, you go against 5v5. In an area, 40 meters, 40 yards, maybe 40 yards by 30 yards. Too small, what do they call Guinea goal?
Fun.
So, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Paul, this is taking us back not to reality, but back to what we don't even think of. So I understand that ideology of
Exactly.
what we talk about in Salon DNA. Definitely, we know we mindset of the people the way they lead with football structures in Sierra Leone, they think like that. So I don't know how that is going to be possible.
No, it is possible, T-Boy. Don't say that. It is possible.
I don't know
now,
how.
the challenge, now the time will tell you, the idea is not, it's not possible. It is possible.
How? I'll say, I don't know how.
The way we would, what I make I tell you, say, this is not a one-face approach. This is a holistic approach. You know, they don't want more because Fred Clay getting na Bluefields we want to get a small team. Yeah, Fred Clay will get in team. Paul Parker will get a small team in the corner. But this has to be national. So you got to need infrastructure. You got to need 6 against 6 pitches then, 5 against 5. You got to make a competitive.
We can't see leaders the way they lead.
So make I say, T-Boy, it is something with a vision. I'm not saying it because I want official they compete in Europe, they talk.
I know for sure.
Because countries that don't want Africa.
I know for sure.
Exactly. So it is how you visualize, it's how you vision, you don't need to start big. You can start small. And then gradually you build. You build to what you want. England didn't play the ball the Messi Mount and the ball they do today. They didn't start now. They don't be you the way they under 15, under 17, they don't go win.
Yeah, we know that.
The likes of Grealish, they all long go play under Southgate when they were 17. That's what you see now today.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a whole literature about what England do. It's available anywhere. You can see at any side.
Yeah.
It's a blueprint. We call it a blueprint, T-Boy. We go do them, not because England get the money, we go do them to waiting fit we. What we able to do. But it is not possible because football language all over the world are the same. Talent all over the world are the same. Just the application we need. We need to apply. We need to make sure to apply what we talk.
Our leaders in football don't know the language. But now all leaders to that, now bring Femi coming quick. Femi, over to you. I don't see there is here up for say something so many times. Because Paul, what did they say? So you're genuinely 110% correct. But our football leaders in Sierra Leone don't think like that. So they don't get that language there. But I can't Femi. Femi, over to you.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud.
Okay, so sorry you are coming late today. I've been enjoying that from the back. Paul gets some vital points. Really and truly, there's no way this celebration will depend so they last forever. We will take this whole euphoria and do something about that. Again, I go blame the people who they lead football. And sometimes we can't really lead them. Again, I take onto this land and this money also where we don't go spend. It could have been spent better. If they want to spend on football, we don't fix up stadium and all training pitches them with almost 4.something billion. You understand? You have to do something. But I think the problem where we get in moving things forward in Sierra Leone football is because most of our leaders in football are football people. We get for begin look out of the box, not because these guys have been card, me say go be good coach, me say go be good manager, me say go be good president. You know, there's certain people and we fit certain rules. If we get for go analyze the whole football structure, we get for find science system, we get for find people that we able for project manage. Yeah, and we get beaucoup project manager in our tongue. I know they talk about that, I talk about serious project managers them because they get for look holistically at the problem we Salon get and see how would they fix them. Because not to 1 year, not to 2 years, not to this competition with the cancel next year, not to World Cup qualifier, not to the next one. So then a 15-year structure now get for put in place. You know, we need for go find the people them we able to do certain jobs them. And one of them, as one don't clearly say, that for bring we stadium them up to scratch. That is not a hard thing to do. We get rain with it for those serious rain with it for them. You want them they're able to dig shack as if it's pitch up, then go plant grass there. And then the more how hard can that be? You don't even need some serious science degree for able for do that. It's the will of the people they're waiting at the top. Now, in not day for make them do that, because they still see football as game for just go play. If you take Femi Palmer because Femi Palmer play football, you say make Femi can head this thing because Femi play football, it's the wrong thing. Let go Fen manages them where they can manage the project. Where would they work on technology? Most of our bosses aren't technologists. They don't get a clue. All they know waiting for do. Some are psychologists, them. Some know how to manage people. That's the thing that you need. We need that kind of people and in our tongue where they say this project here, so we get for deliver them in this amount of time. Now, step 1, this step 2, this step, or phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. You know, that's what we need. And when everything gets finished, it gets ticked. Then you move to the next project. Right. You know, and really, actually, the playing of the game is supposed to be the last thing at this project here. So we get to look at, 10, 15 years down the line and see where do we want our football to go and work towards Dandy. You know, everything we come, like qualify for this Nations Cup, now bonus. It's a feel-good factor for the public. But as soon as say, we go there until we come off first round. Even if we go there, we win. If we not put structures in place, now for both, now for nothing. So I think that's what we need. We need for be able for bring people them come into salon football. We possibly are sitting on the fringes, or we possibly not do any sign near salon football at the moment, and tell some of the one they we did right now make they retire.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. I'll go over to Fred. Fred, I see you just want for comments on what Femi will say, or you want for comments on something maybe don't happen earlier on.
I want to comment about everything we don't say. I just want to go to waiting at the actual problem of salon football. The thing they will be getting Saramadi Kaba, the Sula Jazzy, the problem not be there because these people, they come in and most of the time, and they spend the money, so competition not being there. But the thing with Boku man, they can do for this game. 9 catastrophes come for this game here. Like one cheap person of China. I get a statement I will never forget. They tell when there was a clash because with some of we support or the Michael William Phil say we get tired with Omer, and then later on they can't say, okay, no, you know what happen, this one no support, we don't put Omer. He has seen 3 people in the disaster stadium. We don't go to the back again. Well, the point no cover just because they tell we Omer is sponsor of the Ulster now. That 5 and 10,000 dollars they take Guinea, go buy Guinea, can then the balance 3,000-4,000 dollars left in their pockets of the day. So now because of that selfish reasoning, Pamola they say they hate and Europeans then for Commodica and I mean say they hate them. Because most of the time, all are the same for the Canada, so everybody's happy. But I tell you, say if you can't take it, because here it's not about serving my country, it's about what is there for me. Which are the things I have, The poverty rate so high, everybody when they go for positions and back to get money, not for their So, if even this can put me in a month, if I tell you, Tribal, up to which gun they pull up for themselves back in the FD. Some people in the back, something in the back game, waiting for the hot FD, then they go for some time. You see, just because if nobody go get, they can't survive. So like a survival for them, So nobody can say, I already go serve the country in any kind of any capacity. So more like not to hate the influence with the commander. They look and say, they can put bread at the mouth. And now when
if they can't put bread at the mouth, isn't it? Definitely, they will hate you for that. Over to you, friend. If they can't put bread at the mouth, they must hate you for that.
If you come in now, they put the council say, okay, now for ball now, we can put the national team. Again, they can change the case now, pay for this group and the dance for them. But the day when they will say, this national team also, we want to get it from by say, no, let's take a sponsorship in Europe. And then they be later. As soon as you want to something right, we then not get for it. And how could you move like that? Then the second thing I say, I think that we need to get a rider. Which I mean by a rider. Where they say, ball go out for playing at Salon Naya so in season. I see more like they say, come on, man, more they play somehow. Let's say, parade ground. Are you want to play a parade? When they say, for they play all the game in season. When I am good for rain and I read Waterwood, Nagota Wood, are you want to play the national cover of the old parade? And now Maybe look at this Bintimani Pro, Bintimani 2.
Pagayga Pavilion.
Now Pavilion Tomot.
Pagayga cover stand. They get presidential.
We are a Paris du Fitia.
Nobody cover, you put now you cover, you put the soap, and you put the soap, you want to white the way you cover the party comes to them. Because you put all when you're in can be splash, you cannot put T-boy. I mean, we know it's a about also T-boy. It's really, really difficult. Honestly, it's really, really, really difficult. We know
I see frustration, and I definitely don't witness your frustration. And I believe, say, definitely the structures is not yet ready in any way, shape, or form. Because like way Paul and Mola, they reinforce the facts that we need to get a structured DNA system where we identify we national players them or the players them where they play football at salon. That is, I will not say that's a difficult call out, but it is likely an impossible call out because I will bite you. I know somebody will want for take over the grassroots football. This was like 3-4 years ago. I would say 3-4 years ago, roughly. Yeah, he actually volunteered for take up grassroots football, meaning it is start football from the gutter. It bring back the reinforcement of primary school league, secondary school league, and then you now get the other small junior leagues, them right up to under 17. That particular individual want to take up that responsibility. He organize and sponsor everything from scratch. He doesn't even want government involvement. All he wanted was the league to start from grassroots and reinstate all the small leagues and the way they play and reinstate all the school leagues them back again. Because from school league then, now he gets all the other 5 leagues the way they happen. From there you get the clubs league the way they happen regularly. But guess what? The first attempt we make, the team where they bring come in front of them for make it do, name pull and scrap everything. So like how you say no more, everybody they think about voting in the benefits for their own pockets. So I understand the frustration where Mola and Paul this guy for emphasize on the fact that we need for identify with football DNA. Like I said to Paul, not that it is impossible, but I don't know how that will be possible. We need to find the know how will it be possible. Take into consideration, many of you guys have tried it before in the past. It hasn't made no difference. Kalon don't go physically try him, it don't make no difference. Craig Bellamy don't go physically try him, it makes no difference. You get the likes of foreign other players that we don't come in Sierra Leone for create a structure of that nature. It still hasn't made any difference. Even when Craig Bellamy left the academy, well, okay, they take my hands off it. We still need to maintain the structure and run the system because there is a lot of controversy in that particular academy setting. But it was something that was going on within the benefits. Few players then women at the academy, women they come Europe, specifically London, on tournaments, on games that they play on a regular basis every other year. So that structure, they not of say, it's not possible, but I'm yet to see how will it start. Like I'm to Ali, I want to know some of your own doubts in the fact that this is what everybody is looking at, especially we own major pony that will get winner Paul and Molai. I know say Fred is a stakeholder, he talks from a different perspective. You now also another stakeholder really talk on the media aspects and profiling of them particular players they also will get. What team you feel say will be one of the best moves? Because at the end of the day, everybody should be part of this development going forward. What do you feel say will be one of the best moves in terms of bringing everybody together and collectively work as a nation for change the ethos of football? Ali.
The predicament where we face now in football, I think to change everything around it, we have to be honest with ourselves first, which way we want to go with our football. And obviously, there is no way you can look at football without the basics, which we know. We got the World Governing Body, we know we got the Confederation of African Football. So, but even if these people, we go to them now, they help we get the infrastructures where we need. So we get 5, 6 playing tough now. It still don't change what we are going to. What we are going to, we have to get honest and reliable people to sit down, say, yes, we've messed up. And this is why when Fred Clay mentioned Sarah Madi Kaba just now, one coming, but I just allow a late talk because we're looking at a very low, it gets worse as we get older. But it's a long-time problem. When was the last time the stadium will get now, when it was built? When you started, we have to push, fed. We'll get one Kenema artificial turf now. Mind you, some of these places we will get so, you can't play top international football on it. So probably just for basic league, and which is still good. But what we need generally, at where everybody don't say is, first of all, we have to be honest. We have to come together as a football family, identify our problems. Until we're able to identify our problems, we will not be able to fix them. And this is a big line I've just gone across. Until we identify our problems, we will not be able to fix them. So we can talk as much as we want for talk, but we have to know, see, football is not running the right way in Sierra Leone. If we know that, then we have to go look others the way Ghana do their thing. Why Ghana female football for the run every season non-stop? Why Nigeria female football for the run every season non-stop? Why their league is playing on a date where they get to stop, then able to send teams then for represent them in a Confederation Cup and CAF Champions League? Why not Sierra Leone? Why for Apuna Guinea? Why not Sierra Leone? So this is what I said, if we identify the things the way we know they do well, we can able to fix the problem. But if everybody sabi pass the next person, then we have an issue. We have a very, this is an aging problem. You understand? Okay, football was playing back then. We were going there. But there is no, in terms of development, in terms of the basic needs, the basic facilities, there is no change. 40 years ago to now, there is no change. There is no major radical change. Said, yes, well, now we got, from now to the next 5 years, we have to, if we don't know what to do, we'll call experts then, how we go better this area for youth football, how we go better this area for adult football, how we go better the female football. These areas are the ones that develop into the national team. So the better youth system you have, the better football structure you have, the better workshop you call together, you call experts and to put together a package for the game, the better product you get to run a national team. You understand? So, like Paul said, okay, yes, it's frustrating. You go Nations Cup, you play 2 games, at most 3 games. Maybe you go second round.
Penalty!
England go penalty.
Penalty!
You understand? Standing again. So maybe you go Nations Cup, you even go second round, you go third round, then you come back the same system. So yes, we're in the Nations Cup. Yes, it's everybody's joy, it's every Sierra Leonean joy. But forget the Nations Cup. Let's start looking at how we fix our problems. We have a very, very massive footballing problem. And until we can fix those problems, you understand, there is a serious concern for every loving Sierra Leonean that loves the game.
So I think the serious concern is very serious to the extent that I don't even know where we can start to identify the problem, because the problem cut across right all over.
All over, everywhere, from youth football to senior level. Yes.
Go on, Fred.
all those sales stuff will start. The first point of corner forget honest people. You have to get somebody honest or make a calm genuinely. You know, I can always say one thing about we no forget say we talk now I tell you this. We still able to make them better. Now one thing we have say I don't see the possibility.
Kane versus Michael. Hey.
Hold on 1 second, let's call this penalty first. Fred. I beg that the only 1 second, let's call this penalty for them continue. England.
Oh.
Rebound.
Wow, Schmeichel saved the first shot and the rebound.
Okay, Fred, continue.
Kane lucky. Kane full of kill people.
I know say if I came in for miss this, Fred they kill him today. But anyway, Fred, continue.
What I was saying about Schmeichel, he knows where the players are going. Saved the first shot, the rebound. Kane was lucky. The rebound gets it to his way.
In a lucky. Now penalty kick I score. Period. Paul, you get luck for score penalty if you don't get the rebound. You're a striker.
The ball has to fall good, you know.
Thank you.
Like I say, my first goal for Leon Star was a penalty. Now, you know, Tumbu kicked him. Yeah, I made my own luck. That's what I wanted to explain.
Yeah, instincts. Okay,
yes.
Now go back to
I was already on the move when the ball was being taken. I make sure I did ahead of the first defender, who was Tumbu to kick the ball. Exactly who side the keeper back the ball, side rebound, and didn't save goal. The angle was a bit tight, but I managed for first time. But had I waited, I would not have scored. But I was already on the move. So when I did replay I made my own luck. Yes, I was lucky, but I made it.
Thank you very much. Fred, I know say you be the time for analyze what thing are the problem. You say we get for be honest. You get honest people and for them at the position we then for they deliver honestly. So back again.
That is we know all we capability, which we capable of doing, which we capable of doing. And one big thing way I don't want to make all the set for the suit in any other way because sometimes if you not call you say you can serve, you feel say you can serve, you can volunteer, you say okay, I can serve. You see the way which in kiss them so they can prove share a new home on one thing. So they should believe on which man coach or not which man coach. They ever qualify for football. And they ever study play ball. So this way happen so I think say me now want to say we clap to make everybody know say yes, we can do it ourselves. We can do it ourselves. Even though you can always say that God did this. Because that's what they look for. We say that God they look for say this. Now when I say put on a plate for the right moment. In the circumstances in the position they can today. But on a serious note, we are not ready. When I say we are not ready, from the one way they are at the top to the other way they don't say we manage, we are not ready. No one is putting this country first. All is about what you are getting. What's it going for me? Even me, say, well, I'm going back again. I get about the amount of personal people asking for personal things and say, what's community is going and sign. But you know, we say, in American view, I should be go dance married. You should have paid for when I'm going to go and check those no more. You know, but at that time, there was nothing, nowhere to turn any secretary. You know, they even knew when I did Abdulrahman Suare. Ali Muba, we know all the corners and everything. So, end up get too much option. They call we come in and we work together for some time. Say, Aisha Johnson camp, we said, come with you. You know, we know people. One would they actually now. They're saying that now we're able to ascertain the highest position of football. So, Salon, no, we should say for it. Just because Aisha don't go FIFA. Come on. What's it change at Salon? Now, for our personal way go. But that everywhere now that they talk to them now, oh, Salon don't go. We don't get somebody in FIFA. Of course, yes. I don't even know if he interests anything for we.
Well, I'm not sure saying a Salon go. Because Aisha in appointment at FIFA need to give Salon ranking. Does it?
I waiting go.
Well, now Aisha go as an individual. Salon not go because if they appoint Aisha for even be the president of FIFA self, you know they change Salon football ranking. Does it?
Good point.
No.
Does it change Salon football ranking? So I don't think so. But yeah, Fred, continue making round that up. I don't say your issue. You're not a stakeholder. I don't say you go always talk from the stakeholders' perspective, which is 110% right. But I'm also thinking, if you are not a stakeholder, You feel so that the people who they run the structure of football therefore necessarily be football-orientated person. According to what Infemi said, we need for count psychologists, people that we don't know about management, people that will know about restructuring administrative structures. You feel say they also need them kind of people and they within the game. Because when you look at the England FA, the people that run the England FA not necessarily are footballers. They haven't played any football in their life.
When you talk about running football, like very broad aspect.
Yes, it is. But it is also narrow as well.
The very technical side, the one that Zidane, we play ball done. You don't need to go do all-time manager calls. It's been there for long, so it makes it easy. When football is talk football, you don't say wait football can get so many things for you. Like your instances, T-boy. No,
Fred, at the Oli and Andy, let us see what the Oli and Andy. For play the game and talk the game, now two different things. Paul don't play football. He don't play professional football. But the way how he be see football is different from the way how he don't study football now. It's totally different. It can never be the same. Because when you're playing, somebody is telling you what they want you to do. It's different from when you now are not playing anymore. You're now learning the game. So if we want to take them on that perspective, we for make sure say we separate the two. Yes, you don't play football, let me say you can talk football. You analyze what you be able to do or what you're capable of doing, but you will not be in the position to structurally analyze football. Like we don't play football at the top level, but the level of football we play, and what we don't learn in football, now you make able for today and talk to you about football. Not because I don't play under the sky, but no, it's because we're learning things as we're going along. And Ali not play football, but for the fact that he don't study the game, he don't know how to write about football players, he gets some technical ability for talk about the game. Equally so you. But I will disagree for say, oh yeah, if you don't play football, yeah, you go talk football, you manage football. That's a totally two different thing. So again, if we're able to change that dynamic, go on.
It's quite different a bit. You know what you say? When we don't play football, like I can give a typical example. Somebody will not play football, we master and back again because it's inside. But normally, T-boy, you will not play football, that's two things. For sense about the game and for feel the game is quite different. When you don't know the feel, you don't play T-boy. When the question, the example, I want you for it was Kate, now feel it is feel which is the happen at the field. So it's easier than you waiting for think and treat and see how that person they could feel and waiting for you. So in get added advantage. When the people come, now that's one can too. They don't plan, they don't learn. So we shall use that as an example, because it fits to the statement where one can which you see. Kids are don't put certain things to we. You know, other than no can feel like them, but in no can they don't succeed in the Lions, don't succeed in the national team. You know, he too, he play football, he learn. Let me account with other play and learn when I am making a program. Then I bring for as an example. Others use the leader quickly with ball. Then they will make it as an example because we you they don't get it both sides. But T-boy, I want to say something to you. I have with the I should never take like come from Ghana. Not just any football passport. And never take for you.
Well, I respect all what you say, but with football in Sierra Leone, we need honesty to develop them. It's not about you play it or you not play it. When you are there, yeah, give 99% to Sierra Leone, 1% to yourself. If you do, anybody do that, will they develop very quick, very fast? Because we're not Mauritania, they don't develop. We get a couple of projects and running them. Develop infrastructures and things like that. They not think about individual, they think about Mauritania. If you see people in Morocco, they tell you say they get 200 stadium and tell you say enough. They think about Morocco. They don't think about who is the FA head or who is the kit boy or who is this. So everybody thinks about how football should play and how it should run very uniquely for the betterment of the country. And that is what we need to identify. And we cannot do that if we are not honest.
Ali, you know that the manager for Republicans, if he does exist again?
No, them days long. And T-Boy from T-Boy Sierra Fisheries.
No,
T-Boy very close.
Currently.
Real Republicans. I don't remember when last I but Real Republicans because they're not at the Premier League set.
Okay.
I think they're the Division 2 or Division 3.
Okay.
And the second division.
Okay. Now, who are the manager for Port Authority?
The Port Authority. Remember, say Port Authority is run by the port company. So
I beg Fred 1 second. You know when they ask you this question, Ali? You know the manager for Port Authority, right?
I don't know the manager, but I know say then coach Nabe Ajina, and I don't know if he's still there. Okay.
Now the reason I can ask you that question then, now because we all get that responsibility that's your thing for make the game change. Because we all think narrowly. I will say to you, I know no manager in Salon. You know why? Because it is of no interest to me. But is that what it should be?
No, you don't need to. This is the point. You don't need to know somebody. Nobody don't need to know you before you do what you do.
No, the point I want to make, if I ask you right now, who are the manager of Manchester City, you know, right?
Yes, because it's everywhere.
If I ask you now, who are the manager for Liverpool, you know, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now the same question I ask you now in regards to Salon football, because we don't give preference to the national league itself. We give preference only to the national team. And we self therefore be responsible for that. Because if I sit down also at the top of Salon football,
okay,
I don't even know the actual team they're waiting at the Salon Premier League.
Okay, but T-Boy, we try with best way possible. But if for example, if I was in Sierra Leone, I'm working for Port Authority, for example, then I'm the media guy for Port Authority. I believe say everybody go know from the last person at Port to the kitman.
Okay.
Because now my duty for make sure say Port Authority is well, projected to the outside Sierra Leone and above.
I totally agree with you.
You understand?
And
so if you get Blackpool got an organized. Blackpool is running as a football club. Blackpool media team get that responsibility to do this thing where you see. It's very difficult for you here,
Ali,
to be able to get 14, 15 clubs.
No, it's not. Ali, yes. Ali, the difference with me, you, and Paul, and Fred, is less greater than the difference between Molai and Paul. Let me give you an example. Paul and Molai, they don't just talk to you about football players. They talk to you about coaches. They talk to you about the technical ability of the coaching team. They talk to you about football in Spain. They talk to you about football in Belgium, football in Germany, football in Holland, football in England, football in France. I've just named 6 nations. Yes. We haven't even come to football in South America yet. Yeah.
So what's your point?
The point here is we, as Sierra Leoneans, as we say we don't talk about football, so if we want to effect certain changes, we for be well grounded in every aspect of Salon football.
That's the point I'm making. That's a very good point, but it's very difficult.
It is not difficult.
I'm not defending.
It is one. But what I want to take up as real responsibility as the one who can know to talk about sports, talk about everything regarding sports, we not give preference to the National League. No matter how much we say the National League that they play. As an individual, what we tried to do about 8-9 years ago, we tried to set up a structure and make sure we actually document every team in Salon and make it available to everybody who deal with sports. There was a stumbling block to that. They said, no, not possible. But the reason we make Paul and Molai gets this kind of knowledge now because their interest is not just only on the national team.
Okay, I know with the make and long, I know one cut you word again.
Okay.
In as much as you've made a very good point, But with the chop and change in Sierra Leone now, I can tell you, Paul Amola, the 14 or 18 Premier League club will get now, to call all of their coaches and their sub-coaches and their assistant coaches is just very impossible.
I totally agree with you. I know they say you're not correct. Of course, you're right.
Okay,
but again, the reason for that is preferential preferences. There is no records of that in order not record. So how can you know? How can you research it?
Again,
it's not on records.
Again, them records, whose responsibility to get them records together?
It's the club.
You, is the fans, or the clubs?
No, the club. That's the club's responsibility. The club gets to they get a media team very responsible for every single aspect of what the team entails in terms of media progression.
The last 3 seasons, I've managed to document the league. So I can tell you the team we've come first to the team we can last. I can tell you the last 3 seasons. It is not easy. Database is not easy. So if I want now to tell you the top goal scorer for the last 3 seasons, the ones who scored from 5 goals to last 1 goal, you understand? But these things, we think they're easy. It takes time. It takes patience.
It takes time.
So to put them together, if you want, the only place now, apart from maybe the Premier League board where you got paper record, the only place now you go find the league table or the team will win the last 3 league, or the first one from after 5 years will not play from Safar, come now to now. Now only my website you can see them those details. You understand?
Okay.
So the only way I can tell you the only player you can see a top goal scorer, the person who scored like when Musa Tumbo win the top goal scorer, the season hosted by Safar again when so these kind of things, the clubs them. But this is all down to the structure we are talking about. Okay. You can't run a football club where you don't put your own house in order. So every package, you see, when they say holistic approach, this is what we meant. Okay. Every area.
All right. Now bring you Femi, over to you.
Well, again, it's structure now we problem.
England, if Romanians corner, so not gonna know. Now would they go catch now beat on a 6-6 cut? You laugh more than.
Yes, Femi. So just come up after the goal with offense. Una talk about una with the and if you put that player now at stadium now, then you put Manchester United, Manchester City, nobody gonna stadium.
I know. Okay, if let's get Femi points, we'll come to that because I know exactly. Go on, Femi, quickly.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me again, it's structure. It's or should I say the lack of it? Really and truly, football na game. Na still Salone na still na play kitchen in the pampa football. I'm sorry to say, they're not ready yet for move from A to B before I see them reach Z. When they go round and round in circles, I made a point earlier. I think some of us don't kind of agree. We have to look at this thing out of just the plane of the game. We get to look at how we develop it. I think somebody say for call a symposium and bring stakeholders them, bring business people in. We need to look at all lengths in it because we need money in the game. Yeah, I'm not saying we need multi-million we Premier League get to, but we need private money inside the game because we need for begin pay certain people a proper wage so that they will do the work and we able give them the credit they deserve. Right now that they struggle for name the manager them of some teams. It's ridiculous. Let's call a spade a spade. I can name you 30, 40, 50 managers around the world for country that we are not get no connection with. But I can't name you one manager in a Salone. You understand? That's ridiculous. And it's because our people have not done anything about our game. They're not empower the manager them for do their work them. They not give them but we can name all the minister them. We can name all the ministers in Salone, but we can't name other people. Them. You know why? Because the minister then gets status. Then they drive big motor car them, then tap na big house, then get 1 million girlfriend them. These are with the things same way Salomon and look up to. But guess what? Once, a long time ago, football was a very good sport in Sierra Leone. You know, every single Peking big game stadium they full up. You know, from the stand there outside man in the smoke boku to the other stand there we na sleep man the number they turn up there. But you know, we had a good thing.
Stand there really get girl there as well.
You get all around and there, you know, so all man they go game for different thing. Really actually we need for galvanize with people and see how we can make this sport better. And as I said earlier, it's not about just giving the footballers them credit. It's bigger than just the 22 man waiting at the pitch. You know, we get to look at grassroots, we get to look at infrastructure. As I said before, if we can't go grass na stadium, na country, we get rain, such amount of rain. Me backyard, na me host na tongue. We see rain season done. I get for begin cut stick, then not to grass no matter the cut. You understand? It's not a hard thing to do. We plant grass, we level the ground, and we mow them. Then people don't go to play. When I'm talk this and say Paris, that things in afraid one can fit here. We know see that area we come out. Yes, we know say Paris bad off, but it's not hard to fix. If na dey rain water they for them, let build gutter them outside the rain water go divert go to. Now make us say, you know, some of these problems it's bigger than just the 11 man for go play the game. We need people and for begin think out of the box. How do we resolve this problem? We move on to that problem there. We move on to that problem there. That's what the game really and truly need. Alex Ferguson was never a great football player. Jose Mourinho was never a great football player. Klopp was never a great football player. These are world-class managers. These are world-class managers. We get other manager. I don't forget whose club we made the championship. The manager at one point, now some guy been working in the financial world. He left his corporate job for go take over, and he was very successful at it because he brought a business mind to the game. So I just think, say, especially in the football, no offense to the way we play the game, some of these guys haven't gone to you know, they not get the kind of education where they would need for do certain things them. So, you know, I'm not saying we shouldn't involve them in the game. I'm just saying we should open our doors to other people them with other skills them and bring and look at this whole thing holistically and see how we go fix them.
All right. Thank you very much, Femi. Now.
Thank you very much, Femi. Now, just one point you just say I want to make reference to. Football is run like a business, and football is business. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. So you can imagine if you run football like Sena, you get up.
No, but you can still run like Sena, you get up with a multi.
No, it's not open. No, well, when you run like Sena, you get up. It's you making all the decision inclusive. Not it's not working. It's not working.
Okay.
Because you need other ideas. And like others have said today, you need other ideas. It might sound good. You know what? Some of these things probably were saying they're listening and they're taking it down. They're making note of all this. But the problem, to put it into perspective, to put it into context, is where we have the problem. It's not just to listen. It's to put it, let it work. Let it work. Football is business. So if you, as Sierra Media, you've gone there, you've gone down to do profile, you want to do bigger thing, you can put Sierra Leone Premier League on YouTube for the world to see every day when there is a league. And nobody wants to give you the backing. How we want to sell with it?
All right, Leka Oliana. I want to Paul respond to the last discussion we don't get for the past 5 minutes. Over to you, Paul. Then I will go to Molai back for response.
Well, I think you guys have said it all. I don't know what my contribution will be to that because it's like we go in circles and everything, but we know the problems. You know, the only thing I will subscribe to and waiting Mr. Palmer say, I agree. It doesn't mean if person not play football, you know, so I'll be nothing but football. Football is an industry. You get accountants, you get commercial managers, you get people who are good for marketing, you get, you know, event planners, you get so much going on, you know. Of course, you need a holistic structure. So I agree to that. You don't have to be especially a football player or ex-football player to become part of the industry or become part of, you know, the setup. I don't believe in that because nobody knows like I say, nobody knows monopoly or knowledge.
England going to the final.
And everything around football
Sorry, Paul, I want to celebrate
it's quite organized, it's quite commercialized. So yeah, but that's a discussion for another day. I think what we need for we have to look for waiting go suit Salone, waiting we need and waiting go suit we. Like I say, short term, medium term, and long term. So, I mean, my own area with my own small knowledge in business, in business management, in sport marketing, where the things that I study or part of my module or whatever, and then with my license and everything, with my education and my experience, I think I can able to combine that all day, to bring my own vision out. But I'll be remiss or I'll be arrogant to say I know everything about football concerning the operation of football. What I would say is, when it comes to the technical aspect of football, I think I know a little bit more than I knew when I was a football player. So in that case, I think you are right, Mr. Duba, what you say. But anyway, when we talk about football and Salone, like I say, it's a holistic thing. It sounds frustrating sometimes when they go in circles because it looks very simple and straightforward, But like I say,
it should look simple and straightforward.
It looks simple and straightforward, but people make it complicated. And I tell you why, because the history of football in our country has always been complicated. That's it, right? If you get rid of all the complication, you focus on what we need. So focusing on the task. We take one task, we accomplish it. We go to the next one. And then you lay the premise or you lay the base for future success. Very simple. You understand? So who sign me tap, other person will come, it continue from that area. Can't mess up with you, don't build, right? Because the structure is already there.
Yeah.
You understand? And like I said, people have their own personal, we humans are like that. We have our own personal interest. I think we are humans, we are survival animals. So we always look at our own first interest. But you need somebody who get a vision. You need somebody who knows, say, okay, this is not about me. This is about Sierra Leone. This is about the nation we call Sierra Leone. This is not about Paul Parker. This is not about Ali Bitar. We're all just a cog in a big machine. We're all the tribe of fix for make and work. You understand? And this is how, people in the Western world, this is how they made their country. It is no magic. Right. They didn't start somewhere and say, oh no, but Tibo, you're in the industry, you're in the entertainment industry, right? Say, I need a videographer, I will need this, that. If even you get to do everything, so Saturday you say, no, till I can this go to me, man, let's specialize in this. Okay. So at the end of the day, actually, I think we know what are the problems. We struggle has always been coming together and making it real, making it into concrete action. You understand?
Right.
And asking people who have a knowledge, for example, for draw a plan for youth football, bring them together, say, draw a plan. We want to talk about youth football. Where do we start? From A to Z. Give us a guide. And then you find people that will be able to execute that plan. That's it. That's why I said it's very simple but straightforward. Now, they make people that are around football, they make it complicated. Like I said, every human getting interest. But when you put everything together, I think you can bring some people together, but let them able to work together. So my knowledge in football, it is not a monopoly. I may be saying things now that people find interesting. Sometimes somebody else will listen to me and say, "Oh, that man at bollocks they talk." Sorry for saying, but it doesn't mean I don't have the knowledge. I have my own knowledge there, and I don't have a monopoly on it. So, it's so much to talk about, to be honest. And I think this discussion will go on and on and on, but I'm happy that we are changing the narrative. I'm happy that we are opening the debate. We're opening the space. I'm happy that the person who don't can take over football don't talk and say, he want to talk to the football family. So I will wait to exercise a little bit of patience. I know say the honeymoon period they force, but like somebody be say earlier, I think Pamola will say, this is an opportunity for how we transform Salone football. And believe me, the night we'll win, we'll qualify, the next day I had a different feeling. Not that I'm not happy that we qualified. But I just think we don't go 10 steps forward. We're supposed to take one step forward. What do I mean by this? We don't visit out. We don't get to the mountain top. You understand?
Right.
So we don't take the right step up to the mountain top. Follow, we will turn around and see the dirty road on left there. Now we just don't catapult we take to the top. And the danger with that is you're not gonna know how to calm down back because you left no footprint. You go just calm down back to maybe zero, and that's my fear. So that's why I said the national team to me, it is just a window dressing, to be honest. Because where we will go to Nations Cup, if Leon Stars and I believe they will go perform, hopefully we will go compete. But when we come back, T-Boy, it's over. There's another session. Okay. There's another season. What do we do? What do we do 2 years from there? What do we do 5 years from? Are we going to wait 25 years to go to the next Nations Cup? When me and you go down, probably not get time for you don't be in computer. So they go walking stick now on now, or are we? I mean, let's be honest.
I agree.
My own concern as a Sierra Leonean, it's always looking to the future. Always looking to the predicate to the future, because we have to come back. Like I said, we don't go 10 steps ahead. We're supposed to go 2 steps forward. So I'd rather get it right. Maybe I'm a conservative in this aspect, but the trouble is when you crawl and you want to run, or you know jog before you want sprint. Even in football, you go pull muscle. The way you pull muscle, maybe you have to wait 1 week. You go wait 6 weeks because you know I'm not fine. No, but this is my logic. This is
exactly. Your logic is definitely right.
Understand? So my I think this is an opportunity on the outside for make Salone football to the wall. How we capitalize on this euphoria, because this euphoria going to go down. Whatever you think the euphoria will melt away. I mean, they all will get 2 years in a run, 4 years in a run. It melted that we waited now 25 years to get another one. No problem. Now we're there. But what do we do? What do we do after this and the year after, the 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What do we do? And I can tell you, we have zero. We have zero to fall back on. And it will be a shame if we miss this cycle for start something tangible. Like everybody don't see on this panel, we don't get problem. Now it's for us to come together to try to solve some of this problem. It might not be now, it might not be immediately, but we have things now we can put in place. Structure the league. Okay, we get the league where they start from September now to May. We know that. Understand? Talk about the commercial aspect. Who are the commercial partners who we will bring in? But the people that know will come on board, T-Boy, if you say the businessman or you do you graphic and media. Sure. It depends. Wait and see T-Boy and Sarah Jem T-shirt na party. Hey, how do I make that party? Hey, but me picking it back there and go say, yeah, this man I make 19 there for me, and I make them fly here for me when I go to him. That's how, because that's how you get people forget to trust you. So for the way attract people them, even foreign-based players, but letting them play for we got to sell them a product. We got to convince them.
Yeah.
So you're not coming to play for Salone because your papa born a Salone. But when you come as a person, we treat you as a Sierra Leonean, we give you the chance, and we make life comfortable for you. So that when you go back, you're always ready to come. Exactly. Because we cannot pay anybody where they pay for national team. Let's pay the $10,000 where they don't give people there. They've only given somebody $10,000 in my whole life. For me, begin plan $10,000 for Salone. I'm not jealous about it. It's good. But what I'm saying is, I don't feel you don't ever get $10,000 in one go in 25 years. That's nothing. Divide 25 years by $10,000. How much that they will be by year?
No sense if you $1,000 every year.
Exactly. So to me, yes, maybe the house, if you able to build house, now the landlord and give you say, okay, I don't get land, I don't build house there, 2-bedroom and power, 3-bed, whatever you want to put their structure, fine. Honestly, I don't jealous them for that. Honestly, I wish them all the best. If the president said so, he delivered on it. Chapeau. I doff my hat up to him. He has stuck to his word. He's motivated the guys. They've gone there. Would I win? Would I go there and win? Then I get lucky. The one we play 3 games when they didn't know appear, unlucky next time. But again, T-Boy, I think, like I said, I am concerned. When everything is done, we're gonna start back. We're gonna be sitting behind this panel. We are going to be sitting behind this podium, talking the same thing, going in circles. And I'm really, really, really fed up with it. Because I have seen countries from Gambia, Mauritania, where they beat 5-0. Where they catch Gambia, 5-1, Mauritania, 5-0, Niger, they beat them and now we cannot say that anymore. Because these countries have been to maybe one Nations Cup, they don't go Cannes, they don't go Testan, they don't go, but they have leadership there. They have leadership. They have people who are looking to build something. Right. You understand? For the future. Okay. What we do 5 years from now, 2 years from now? How many Nations Cup will go in the next 10 years? We have to talk about those stuff, and work towards that. So that would be probably my and we say we're not player, we don't play ex-player then. We get to empower ourselves. That's what I always say. Pamola will be a weakness. We have to empower ourselves. You understand? And then probably then go open one day, then go open the space for we. Even though I said it, human instinct is all about survival. They don't want to we good. But at some point, the door will be even open for we.
Yeah, true.
And when we have that opportunity, we have to make use of it because we will have no excuses. The system this, the system that, we have to fight to change the system. Once we are in, we are not going out. We have to change it because if you come out without changing it, you have been part of the problem.
True.
Yes, you got a lot of dynamics there at play, but I think we can change the narrative. So I'm always optimistic. I look always on the other side. My cup is always half full, not half empty.
No problem. No problem, Mr. Paul. When I go to Fred round up, I want to make the viewers the no say yes, England, we don't qualify for the final. We dey play Femi them. But Femi, that is one also loyalty lies. Because to make we ship you back to Italy, it not will cost me.
I think from now on, Italy are they.
Hey, you don't Jesus Christ.
I don't disappoint T-Boy again.
Come on. Okay. Now, before I select anybody round up, I know say Paul, you don't exclude. More like Usa you did. Now give me technical. Okay, forget you did Italy, so true down. More like Usa you did.
It's off.
Ali Usa you did.
At 27-10, the two teams don't play. Italy won 11.
I don't care. Not give me statistics.
England won 8, then got 8.
What I say, it's off. Who's there, Ali?
I'm telling you, Italy is going to be. It's going to be a good game.
Hey, God, Fana, why not difficult so? Ali, who's there?
England is coming home finally.
Thank you. I don't get stood on my side. Of course, Femi, I need to ask. Mola, you always on the bench. You that fence there, you know. Femi, I don't need to ask you. You want to ask you? Femi, who's there?
All I say is that beats way Denmark no beats una. Una radio. I want me to go bring not to Calabash safe. And I'm gonna go bring Ombolanke Cam. We can't say to the goal they would score now. Because really and truly, England played well. They I think say Raheem Sterling is possibly the man of the match, although the camera the just a fella I kid. But Raheem Sterling na dive for that penalty day. So the people at the VAR will get for good question and since in England the VAR day, they get that penalty they will really and truly they not touch Raheem Sterling, but how for do? Win. But now they can meet with the Blues on Sunday. Can enjoy it.
I tell Paul Parker say England they beat by any means necessary. It's not about who plays the better game, who doesn't play the better game. The analysis of the game is yet to be discussed after the result. Yes, but for as long as England don't beat, we don't go to the final. We play Italy, one of the world footballing giants. But guess what?
Bafpan.
We are still playing home. We are home again on that day. You know what that means, isn't it, Femi? We don't need to ask questions. And how many times Italy don't beat England inside Wembley?
Me man, una just go get an above panding cam. Una go get that because the golden I saw they build them for una.
No problem.
Really and truly, England not play any serious team in this competition. England are by default and they reach the final. We said true day for talk.
Italy don't beat England. Now Wembley.
I don't know of any.
Never. So that's not the record clear. Never. Right. Okay. Let's go to Fred. Let Fred get rounding up for today. Over to you, Fred.
When was the last time England in the final?
I don't forget what you done. No, go back there again. I now go to Fred. Fred, look who go to you make you round up for today's program.
For this advantage, you should have said the last word said. So I mean, what said that the T-boy? Let's make a soccer.
Go on.
You know? Yes. On Sunday, I will be Italy live, and I believe say that the back again is not coming over for England. Seriously.
Okay.
Then
almost Omer, you want bite.
Just be objective when it comes to Kane, please.
Okay, go on. Go on, Fred.
I think what we do so is not bull, and I think it's timing. We need some of. I don't say it's some of changes as alone, but I should say to people they will can say, hey, they're in the top part, but to be honest with you, Timor, I can say all teams for stadium. If I put the player them back again at their account, if I put you coach them, if I get doctor, Timor, it's still the same mess. You know what team they are we don't get people again. Like a parade, it's a parade. So tell me not the central parade, my manager parade last season. I manage them. I need to parade come, just because I'm being central parade can know. Now, me if you get that particular person, they call them parade. Then every go and they don't take them back again. That's about to be taken back again IMAX, the new picture and getting. So even the structure for stats, well, you know, even this alone now, and not this. Because how long could they train at Premier Club? If you say, oh, players will not get contract. Then I can watch to you. The three way Ali mentioned, say, highest goal scorer to the highest score, the lowest goal. Now, league they will not done, pass to Manchester, you know. All the other leagues they will not done. So we know how guys score, as good score, so we know guys good score. So as I say, the first one the crowd say, we all need to be honest. People, if it's supporters in the Premier League, then people will go look in the Premier League and the local league. So I believe that we all this is going to be total involvement. You tell me they get our to make the Gomokana Stadium or something. It's no longer here. Now see who will get it now. We talk in the media and they won't get now. What's after the YouTuber now? They won't see that on the discussion. We're going to do live broadcast on now, man. You see, so we're not even going to play the same class 1 from now.
Okay.
You know, so we need to start all over. Grab everything. When they say a new page, blank and new, look for honest people and that's the way we must say yes. And get the idea and if you make things work, come with the whole package, get a season for both from ATLs, 340, 350 to the national side, back again, just to the premier side. Then we know we are doing things. But for now, Nigeria is a struggle, and this struggle will continue for long.
All right. Thank you very much, Fred. I don't hear either what they say now struggle, and the struggle will continue for long. And I believe, say, you want to make we scrap the entire system and rebuild the mark again from zero. But, and get the people and we actually love the game, we like the game, we'll be able to give 110% to the game. Okay? That's a very good initiative, but we're yet to see that to happen. And if it happens, from now on to before the league starts, then we'll support the national game all over. Because like you clearly say, it is a holistic combination of everything involved. It is a business, and that business entails every professional aspect of from every different angle. Like on to Ali, for like giving your own summary for today's program, even though it don't accept, finally say, yes, it supports England on Sunday. Over to you, Ali.
England, congratulations. You guys finally made it. And hopefully it's coming on finally with question mark. It was a good program. Pick on several issues around global football and local football. Of course, Sierra Leone is not going to always be our interest. But when it comes to Sierra Leone, we have a lot. It's never ending. Until we start seeing the changes, it's never ending. So I think it's just a beginning of a new program where we will start after the Euros, where it's going to be in-depth Sierra Leone, towards, development in general. So as for now, I'll just leave you guys and just say thank you all and thank you listeners, and hopefully Sunday we meet again. Come on, Azuri.
Thank you very much, Ali. Again, I will reinforce the fact, say England, yes, we're playing Italy on Sunday. And no question asked. But I didn't make Paul ask the question. Over to you, Paul.
Which question were you asking?
Forgiving you round-up statements.
Oh, about the game? You mean about the game today or generally?
No, just giving you a round-up session about everything we don't talk about, just your last few.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, congratulations. Your team made it to the final.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm congratulating you.
Thank you one more time. Thank you.
You got a penalty, questionable.
It doesn't matter. No matter.
It doesn't matter. That's a part of the game. If England may lost, probably would say the same thing. But anyway, congratulations. I have declared my loyalty to Italy. I'm not sure I like pineapple with pizza, but I will forgive them because I don't want to see pineapple on top pizza. But anyway, I also not to Italian they invent that and they maybe not people else. But my wish I wish on Sunday then go slay the 3 lions them, cut the head off, take them car and go to the Colosseum in Italy and put on one of the Colosseum na Rome. But anyway, Congratulations. I think England deserve to be in the final. Like I said, I have seen this England team grow. I've seen the players individually. And I am so happy for Raheem Sterling because I think Raheem Sterling has had such a bad rap with the English press. So when are they finally going, even if England doesn't win, when are they finally going to say, okay, Sterling, you are part of us? You understand? It doesn't have to be about Harry Kane. By the way, I hope Harry Kane wins the Golden Boot. Maybe that will make English people then. But you know what I mean. But England played a good game. Like I said, an example of which I began with Belgium. So Gareth Southgate, when they scored the second goal, Grealish came on, he took him off. He went three at the back, 5 across in the defense. So those are things for a coach where you see, you learn from him. Because immediately they scored, he hung it with his coach, they were discussing. So they were playing different scenarios in their head. You understand? And I like to see that as a coach. It's very stimulating. It's very educative. So those are the details you pick. Now, when England scored the second goal, immediately they scored, they went back to a back three because they were under pressure and they brought Trippier on. So he took off an offensive player and brought on a wing back, kind of a wing back. We could cover that side. And then they sat back, but they were all well organized. And I have to say, Harry Maguire was criticized in the beginning of the year because he get problem with his holiday or whatever. But what I've seen, the performance I've seen the last 2 games, I know why Tyrone Mings is not even in the team. And Tyrone Mings played the first 2 games, he was excellent. But Harry Maguire, what I saw tonight and the last game against Germany, I think he's a top class centre half. You know, he did some good job today. So congrats to England. Like I said, for me, tactically, it was a good education. I like to see that from young coaches. I like to see the invention where Gareth Southgate they bring to this team. You know, taking off Grealish when I be the fan favorite. You know, everybody was shouting Grealish, bring her on, take her off back with the team they win. Put on a wing back, and England ended up winning the game. And you can see when England get the ball, they were using that side of the pitch. Trippier bombing forward, Walker bombing forward. You know, to me, tactically, it was an educative moment. So those are the things you look for in all the top games where you watch as a coach. So you learn from that, you know. So you can play the scenario and then you head where they play competitive games. So this is how we all learn. But anyway, good for England. It's a footballing nation. So much has happened over the past years with the pandemic. I think the 2 worst hit countries in Europe, Italy and England, are in the meet-up Sunday. So it's a blessing for whoever go win. That will bring a little bit joy to the country. You know, hopefully when our lockdown go down on the 17th, when I go celebrate and drink all the beers in England, because I know so they wait let the pubs open now full time for go full throttle. But anyway, coming back to Salon football, like I say, we'll get so much for learn, so much for discover. And, you know, we are all here, you know, adding our voice, making it a little bit, you know, interesting or maybe stimulating, whatever you want to call it, you know, and we're ready, you know, anytime they call on me, if it's really serious, because we have commitments here abroad, but we can go able to make the sacrifice and go back, you know. I mean, you guys have been to Sierra Leone on the top circumstances, on a travel, go work there, on again, on our history, also in the media, waiting happen. So I will go into all that, but when I hear you sometimes talking about people or straight to go. So those things are things also you have to think about where you go on the ground. It might not be the same year. You're going to get obstacles. You're going to get challenges. You know, and credit to people like Kista, 7 years or 8 years, he go back home, and now he's qualified the team for the Nations Cup with all the challenges he's faced. So, yeah, congrats to them. Those are things some of we get for learn from, you know, taking the technical side and also the human challenges going forward. But anyway, it was good having you guys here, having me here. As usual, probably I'll be part of the conversation again on Sunday. So thank you, guys.
Why is it probably, apart from God in your...
But I don't know if I'll be invited. But anyway, I think my invitation is still open. If you guys didn't trash my invitation, then I'll be back on Sunday. But
you don't have an open invitation.
So I possibly will not be neutral on Saturday. I will be for Italy only. So I'm going to analyze Italy. I'm going to specially analyze Italy. You guys can go ahead and analyze England. I don't care whatever you guys do.
I like that.
Okay, no problem. Thanks again. Thank you very much, Paul.
Waiting for Clay. I am waiting for Clay. Waiting for it. Say.
Wait, what do you say?
Yes. Yes, I will analyze Italy. I think tactically you will learn so much from Italy. Mancini, by the way, is a great coach. I'm really impressed with what he's done. I mean, Italy is so fascinating to watch them. The way that I mean, then they change 2-3 system inside one game, and it's good. It's good to see. Good to see.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul. Definitely, we hope for see you back again on Sunday. Not to even with option. You don't have any option because that is the platform will be set right now. The studio. Will they change the studio?
Wow.
Because the final is for us. Now we get
Three Lions. I think the Dracula, the way to say and the way the Italian, how you call them, the Nippon, or the Roman Empire ever wait for slay the lion, for carry the head, go back to.
Well, when the Roman Empire ready for fall, Uda and it fall.
Which one was the greatest, the Roman Empire or the British Empire? Which was it?
Well, when the Roman Empire ready for fall, now under Uda it fall. Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
When I make a football thoughts. So let's go back and think inside the Roman Empire fall under.
The Roman Empire fall. It fell thousands of years ago. I don't know how
football. I don't enter history.
Okay, well now that's how they say.
But anyway, I go left and give Gary Lineker on Saturday or Sunday. Let doing analysis.
Gary Lineker, he know exactly what he say.
I don't say he get for come up with all the history.
Sure. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, and thank you very much for participating. Now, let us go over to the Maori now the friends really they give accept say the England what are they Italy, but Paul, you been remind me the last time say if Mola refuse for support England, what in for them to so now for go terminate in contract we get a budget back.
Well, that was a risky proposition. I will not say that. I will not bet on that for my brother.
And then make sure that we terminate
we need Pamola all in license, all in degrees. Anything we can get from England, I need for grammar.
No. Only if he supports me on Sunday. Otherwise, we terminate all in contract them.
Wow. Well, Pamola is the one blacklist you on the word that.
Over to you, Pamola, because again, and they use this as a platform for blacklisting on Sunday. Fred, you know mix Spanish talk again. Fred, you know mix Spanish talk again. Fred, Aliu, no mix Spanish talk again. I left me alone, me and Molai. Because right now only 2 persons support me on the 5-man team, 6-man team, okay. Only 2, and at the fall short one. I want for be equal. So more like enemy chances for make an equal. So now let me know only answer more like over to you. What's now your final take for today game and what now your final message to the viewers them. And so we really support England. Who start you did?
Well, a big congratulations to the England team.
Thank you.
We really side in England. We all get the praise because we're all happy for England go final.
Thank you. But
yes. But from waiting to see yesterday, the finals play yesterday. The finals
play yesterday.
Yeah.
So what's in the play Sunday? Semi-final? Or the final square?
I see proper football yesterday. So now I think you see the final.
Now that we at the proper game.
The two teams that we play yesterday, you see finals.
You just want for justify Spain. That's all. You just want for justify Spain because now you will support from day one with the hope that you will find out.
No, I say they're creating they're the most creative side in the tournament.
Yes.
Even though they score goals, but they're creating goals. And me always
they don't score goals to win tournament. That's all we know. Yeah. They score goals to have fun, not to win tournaments. So over to you, Mola. What think will be final message to the viewers then for today's show?
Yeah, it could be a very tough finals. But the performance we England put up today, now a wake up call for England. Because the way we all been think see this game go play, not to say it turned out for me. Denmark really give England a run for the money. They really push England today. Because for let Denmark take England to extra time, not an easy match. To be honest, now the only team who score by England since when the tournament starts.
Okay.
So you see how Denmark self improve in their game, despite we they lost the talisman, but the players then we end the tournament for them. really give their all. The system wouldn't play, they execute them well. The lucky side win. The lucky side win.
Well, I would take that day for an excuse. Because always when England wins something, na luck. England, they never win anything.
Who did I say England win by luck? I said today's match.
No, I don't say you say the lucky side win.
Yeah, today's
but
match.
You also make mention say England are the only team where nobody knows score right up to the semi-final. That is still not good enough for them to be one of the best team of the tournament.
No, they are one of the best. But the way we fans them being to see this game as a walkover for England, it turned out to be completely the opposite.
Well, there is no semi-final that is going to be a walkover. Neither no final that is going to be a walkover.
You want to tell me saying that just fans and the pundits and just the...
Yeah, but of course, we all know the nature of England fans them. When it comes to playing maybe lower nations in Europe, they always see them like underdogs. But like I said earlier when the game starts, these two countries play equal amounts of same type of game. The only difference right now is the fact that England gets more skillful and technical players than Denmark. Right. So apart from that, now the same type of football the two countries and they play anyway. So there is no superiority over the other. The only advantage, no more, England gets slightly more skillful players than Denmark. But I totally understand the point where they make say, yes, the best team or the lucky team on the day win because of the game. We possibly the English press or the English media will look at now like a walkover. And I never think that was going to be a walkover match anyway. Because for any country who don't go to quarterfinals, semi-finals, you cannot just underestimate any team like that, regardless of the kind of game winning they play or not. But I believe, say, everything gets a structure, everything gets a pattern, and if that structure there and pattern will work for you on the day, you will eventually become the winner. If it doesn't work for you and you cannot change it structurally on the day, and you think without your instincts and make changes, we're going to make your team overcome the opposites, then you're not lucky. But thank you very much, Molai, for that sort of short message. Like I go over to Femi and let Femi give you a roundup for today's show. And then we get for me that it is you don't get for one more because we get two residents Sarah Jane Media Monday. We one day England, one day Italy. But you already Italy, a day inside England. And they can't see how you could survive inside England when Italy the support. Over to you, Femi. And that particularly they say the flower they make for the England game, now England player no more anything at the flower. No Italian player. If you know, I'm not going to make una young.
T-boy, no matter who's kind of bad that you pull. No matter who's kind of bad that you pull, now
T-boy,
for you to yourself no more.
Sorry, T-boy, don't forget to clean that design and back. Okay,
thank you, Fred. Thank you, Fred. T-boy, can you forget to say?
Yeah. Okay, Femi, I do one way now only for Italy, yeah?
Thank you, sir.
One day.
That's what you go do. Do no more, no problem.
Really and truly.
We'll do one for England, we'll do one for Italy.
Now, one great team, no more England play. This one no competition. That one great team, no more England play. This one no competition.
Then Germany.
And then Germany. And a poor Germany 19 off. Really and truly. Denmark, we see, so Denmark, they don't come out safe now.
That will be the second highest score. So, how na Germany not the only team who play?
Denmark, na team, we not even play. Now the last game that they qualify, now they are Jaja qualify with. They take them over and go sacrifice all for car with this tournament. That's how far they go. But to say, God no agree. They will still their life. So tell them you can't go, so tell them for no win. But also I school for talk. Denmark got tired. You know, from even before the second half done, we don't begin to see Denmark the entire one. And that's the problem. England took advantage of Dandy and moved on for go win the game. I still think say that penalty was a little bit dodgy, but goal na goal, so we'll go get them Dandy. Then England, the other goal with England score, I think say our own goal. Not so?
It is own goal.
So you see, go to the dynamic and say, left for the think with your heart, T-boy. Left for the think with your heart. Denmark. Wait, Denmark without them Pele safe. Now England struggle so for bit.
No problem.
So imagine now world-class player that like Italian.
No struggle for beat Germany. We are the best team. Second.
Germany not even get team, man. Never they talk them. You dey watch football.
Okay.
You dey watch football. Therefore you talk them today. But
we beat Italy on Sunday.
Okay, hold on. You know, one area where we not touch on today, where I think say I been hope say we go touch on. Now say we don't get a black manager in the Premier League.
Yes, I know that.
And now you club, T-boy.
Of course I know
now
that.
You club you come out. And now one of the player, now one of the player them way, you know, me personally think say if I don't get an opportunity from them, but still don't can get an now, so thank God. But I mean think say when I go touch on that and this until we go talk on that on Sunday. But okay, so let me make me talk done. So as I say, I think say Denmark end up tie pan the game. I know you talk just not say England gets more skillful player than Denmark. I don't think so. I think say England gets more fitter player than Denmark. I think say the boys them, the young boys them do exceptionally well. They ran Denmark, they run to Denmark, then foot then tired, they're not able to grab for move again. You know, Raheem Sterling is possibly the player of the tournament. He like Harry Kane win the golden boot. Now Sterling I make the England go through. You know, I don't know why that Arsenal but they keep substituting him. I don't think so if fair. I think again he had an okay game. And I think Ian Sterling they work well for tire up the Danish team. Really not criticizing Harry Kane, but he didn't do much in the game. I think the game is too quick for him. If England want to play with Harry Kane, they need to try for build around him. And I think that did the struggle there. They no one sub him, but yet the game they pass him by. But he turned up today, he scored the goal. Although he missed the penalty, he scored the rebound. So, you know, hats off to him. He do what he's supposed to do. Number 9 for put the ball in the net. And he did that. But we'll see if he will do that in the can Sunday outside the Italian defense. They go marshal and like crazy. But, you know, going back to Sierra Leone football, I talked earlier about continuity. And I'm so pissed off at the whole Craig Bellamy Academy. You know, where I see the pictures of Craig Bellamy Academy recently, me at weep. Because you know, even if the man packing bag and left the country because of quick breaking
news. Sorry, quick breaking news.
Go on, Fred.
Players threaten to boycott training if cash is not paid by Friday. Wow.
Okay, you see? Voila. So, as I said, before we go to that breaking news, T-boy, make I just done this quick. Waiting, you know, we not get a lot of structures or infrastructure in place. If we get somebody who don't command that can build something for we been go far little bits, been the help certain young players and develop, how the hell did we as a country, as a football loving nation, as football people them allow, let's say okay, the guy don't go, but how we allow the place fall into disrepair? That is my problem. With the crisis, we not get facilities them. Yet this guy left facilities in place. Even if you not left all the technical stuff them, but the land was there, the buildings were there, the pitches were there. Where you go look the thing, it's like say, you know there where you can watching cowboy film them, eh? Where you can get that grass where they go, say where the breeze they come, they blow the grass so of course they either in the whistle at the corner. That's how the place looked like a ghost town. You know, it's ridiculous. We're a footballing nation. We get a facility we I go say almost world class within Kangiri, and we left make it fall into ruins. Again, I don't think the people that will lead with football are possibly the better people them for leader. I think so they need to look for a fresh bunch of people there with different ideology. But until then, so they don't get new man now at the top. Let's pray and see and hope say himself go come and go listen to some of the experts that we will get on our own platform and see the 2-3 things that they can put in place for make, you know, on the short term, the medium term, and the long term, we get things right.
Thank you very much, Shomi, for that. And I believe it's very important for we look at continuity. Like you clearly mentioned the Craig Bellamy highlights earlier on. Again, we left him for make a rundown. That to me is very questionable because at the end of the day, somebody could have taken up that mantle and said to himself, well, okay, let me continue this. The structure is already here. The administrative structure don't collapse. The financial structure don't collapse. But let us see how I'm able to maintain this institution and possibly maybe bring some people in a way they can look after young kids again in football. But like you clearly say, there is no element of continuity in Sierra Leone when it comes to certain aspects of what we believe in, be football now one. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to the panelists. Thank you to Molai, Paul, Ali, and Fred for taking their time and don't join we all throughout this Euro session. And we don't eventually come to the final end. We will be on Sunday.
Molai will say something before you got Popo.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Molai, will I go over sketch to you?
Yeah, me just want to ask you one genuine question. Mm-hmm. That penalty we blew against Denmark. If they blow that penalty there against England, what do you see for me happen?
No, football nothing happen. Then we say don't go England, isn't it? Femi, what do you want to say to that?
I don't know who that been watch Euro 96.
Yes, I do.
You watch Euro 96. You watch them beat England with your pin at Trafalgar Square.
Well, the Skyfall puts down some of the elements of it.
The riots, me man. I was there.
Yeah,
I see. So that's what don't happen. I just answer Mola in question. If that penalty did na England and me against Wembley for the broken down, they say I care for Brook Stadium. For not say our stadium, our Wembley for not beat today.
Okay, Mola, did I answer your question, or you guys another answer towards that?
No, you answer the question because now you only answer because the Englishman.
No, to be honest to you, if them for bloody penalty against England, I mean for be disappointed. But at the end of the day, it's football. Whatever the decision whether the referee make, now he make. Like if me say, not a genuine penalty, but guess what? The referee don't say a penalty. And the VAR people that waiting in England Wembley Stadium, they refuse for the VAR. So obviously it go in England's favor. Let's also take into consideration, yes, England gets a lot of stick for being part of this Euro 2020 way they play so inside 2021. One of the stick where they gets against where the nation gets against England FA, now the fact say they accept the offer for use England as one of the host nation. Taking into consideration, the pandemic is still not over yet. It will be difficult and challenging for me to get football playing where real national game no play. And England and the feel say, oh, well, the pandemic is very worse now the sovereign countries, them like Spain, Italy, and other areas, and we don't feel to say it hit so badly. And now some of them people get for quarter course for kind of the England channel for can watch them game there. So and they're not fit to say it's safe. So medically, we have a very serious issue for the England FA for accepting the offer for make England as one of the hosts. So I feel say it will go down well to the decision where they make say, well, this is some of the reason why we actually accepted this offer. Not because we know for say the team will go that far, but it will change the atmosphere of the pandemic at some extent. But the repercussion, we hope it will not be a challenging and difficult one for maybe the nation deal with, because we now know how overwhelmed the NHS going to become. But we hope and pray say it is going to be in a very safe environment. I'm yet not too sure whether Wembley will take full capacity or maybe the similar kind of capacity, but I think they will increase the capacity because it's the final. But I want to say thank you to everyone who don't watch me on Facebook and on YouTube since we start this Euro 2020 tournament. And we believe, say, the reason for the startup of the Euro 2020 now for make we get a continuity for talk about Salon football and the way opener to the AFCON 2022. We will believe, say, the Sierra Leone media team would be inside Cameroon by hook or by crook, by any means necessary. Now, God no more now in an idea for make that not possible. But everything we will need for put in place for make sure we go Cameroon 2022, we have already started working on it. So after the AFCON, after the Euro 2020, we'll go straight into African football and we'll go straight into the road to AFCON for the Sierra Leone national team. We yet go decide on what sort of days or how many times a week we will come and discuss this, or how many times a month we will come and discuss football on the planet. So we'll be able to get enough time for talk about things the way they happen within African football and also within the national team. And we look at some of the players that they play abroad and see whether there will be few friendlies around we'll be able to actually go back and cover and be part of. But this is the team where I feel say we look forward for take to the AFCON 2022. So that's the way forward for the Sarah Jane Media platform for football and for sports. We're not going to look at just football no more. We're going to look at other sporting disciplines them as we go along. And we will forget a few more other pundits the way they come and talk about some of those different disciplines then. And we'll bring a few more extra people if we're going to talk about the game. But as far as I know, we have already set up the residents team. With one man, we're not in at the team right now. We definitely, himself now part of the residents team. We'll go for Go Cameroon. But he's always shy for Kana Media. But we'll go for make Kana Media by force, power, by any means necessary. We'll drag him to be here because we believe the game can only change. The game can only make a difference when we get enough people on board, where they highlight some of the lapses, where they highlight some of the challenges, where they highlight some of the benefits, then we everybody will bring come on board and make the game different. We believe there is much to be given towards the game of football in Sierra Leone, and the one who will get on our platform gets enough knowledge, enough skills, and enough expertise for actually contribute towards that development. And we can't just sit back and allow them for just sit on no more and then wealth of knowledge. They don't make any kind of contribution. So by even talking about football on the platform that we share right now is making a lot of difference in the eyes of people who are watching and the ones that are listening. They might pick some of the things that we are discussing about here. They might not. They might action them. They might ask questions, or they might go directly to some of the individuals they are waiting at the platform where they talk technical specifics about football and the DNA of what the game is all about. So I'll go on for say thank you once more to Femi for making this possible. Well, me and Femi get for hold on Sunday. And on popular request, Molai, I will invite you to come to the studio on Sunday in person. So basically, here you don't neck 1-1. 18 is about to be, but if we score, I will watch you with 1 cup water, so that I will promise to you and to the fans then. Regularly could not score because that table I put the 1 glass water be stand by. As we score, so now they take watch you for celebrate. So that in a million deal to the fans then. When I watch for that day, if England score, I will watch more like with 1 cup water. So now they want that. I will make sure say and get second semi floor not get carpet. So you not get for soak. They put more pressure on
you. Win or just score a goal?
Score. Not so win. I say score. If we score. Well, if we win, one more case of that return for you. And then score no more. Score. Playing all not score, but if we score, you ask which 1 cup water. So definitely it's going to be a very interesting day on Sunday. Very, very interesting day on Sunday because we get for talk a lot more about the game and make sure we drive this going forward. But thank you very much, everybody, for being part of this. But until tomorrow, we're supposed to get another Sarah Jane Media show, but the topic will be out tonight because we yet to decide on exactly what we will bring come out for tomorrow's show. So definitely, we'll come back with another edition of the Sarah Jane Media show tomorrow. But until tomorrow, I would like to say goodbye to you all. And don't forget, next week we'll get the culture show back again on Tuesday. And we had our subsequent program to the Canada platform. The health show is taking a break, but we're definitely going to be back with the health show in the next couple of weeks to come. But watch out for the culture show on Tuesday, where the specific of that show is our food. It's all know our cultural food and talent. But tomorrow, we will bring on another edition of the Sarah Jane Media Show live on Facebook, YouTube, and we social media platform there. On behalf of Sarah Jane Media team, I will say thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
But do please, we don't want Liverpool kids on Sunday.
Then I enjoy it's like Italy kids now, no problem.
Yes, this na time for all salon people and them party them. Sarah Jane Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Beberebe program then like salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sarahjmedia.org. Now who's tem these?
The total population of Sierra Leone in 2019 was stated approximately at 7.8 million. And the most common cancer reported in 2018 was breast cancer, with an incidence rate of 25.1% and a mortality rate of 19.2%. Ward 2 at the Connaught Hospital, Freetown, is a female surgical ward that cares for patients requiring breast surgery, chemotherapy, and palliative care. General surgery also admits to the ward as see fit. The ward is in need of a significant refurbishment and has a major impact on patient assessment and delivery of treatment, dignity, comfort, and infection control measures. The current ward area presents a significant challenge to infection control. There is no fit for purpose or adequate personal hygiene facilities. The showers and sanitary areas are in poor condition and are difficult to clean. The flooring is deteriorated. Overall deco and fabric of the walls need repair and full decoration. Furniture, cupboards, and shelving require replacement. The sluice, known to be the dirty utility room, is in poor condition and needs replacing. Windows need to be replaced as current windows bring in draughts, dust, debris, mosquitoes, and rodents. There is no designated area to provide a day service for patients receiving chemotherapy. Medical supplies is desperately needed. Therefore, we need a total amount of £15,000, which is equivalent to 195 million leones, for this project. This project will focus on women diagnosed with breast cancer and other non-malignant breast abnormalities requiring one or more of the treatment modalities that are currently available. We will also set up a day unit for the administration of chemotherapy and provide training and development to ensure sustainability. Therefore, I am pleading to all individuals, organizations, and local businesses, and every Sierra Leonean and friends of Sierra Leone to make a meaningful contribution that will never go in vain. Ways to contribute will be seen at the end of this clip. I am Aissata Cissé Jallow of the Health Show Partnership Program. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Silverstone Beats.
People killing, people dying, children hurting, hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love?
See this life we live, oh, we all have to give, oh, yeah, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much killing of my people, yeah, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah, yeah. So let's help one another. I sing again, yeah.
What's me, I don't see this kind of thing where they happen. This not for be education opportunity. Now in we need, let we learn for the share, not to ultimate for the greed.
You see this life, the live, oh, is it where we lose or we know? Stop killing one another. Let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like was zero. On the block with a C, money dip and make every day pan pre, yeah.
R.I.P. they took our boys, they take our joy, take our joy. This study time we stop now crime, don't blind but it's like your future.
Stop the stabbing, stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
Where is the
I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a badder man. You got a big knife, he's gonna get a bigger knife. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we turn on each other, cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father figure but only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day the Green Reaper will be your remover.
They said of the range ranting up some sanctimonious food is as poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy given to a sentient dude. So I say it's at ease for you to listen and deduce the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun ain't nothing new, that for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up, stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up, stand up for what is right. Cause if you got me, then I've got you too. Regardless of what you've been through, even when you're feeling new.
Where is the
do this if we try. There's no time to waste no time. Together forever, whatever the weather. Us as a unit working together.
See, I did not love done, but me heart still not tongue. God don't lift me up, but me heart still not run. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Plead to my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people dying with hunger. We people then they suffer. You then I you the bluff, it's copper. You the game need for change, like we not get soft. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said,
Where is the love?
Little youth, let's take time. Stop all the knife and the gun crime. Think of the future, paint that picture. Get a youth in the future. Peace gonna rain on me. Peace gonna rain on me. Yeah.
Let's stop the violence and come together. Get rid of knives and guns and bombs, let's be together. Pray peace and love, golden hope through storm and weather. See what is going on.
Where is the love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in hell?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes and answer me with all the truth. Where you get whose side the love they
when I left. Boku man them get nef. If you live by the nef, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know sabi say nef not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Na Yvonne, Na Yvonne,
Nina Yvonne Akisoya, and 11th May 2021 make me 3 years where I don't day in office. I say let I come and tell Freetonians them, una boku boku tenki for where una elect me and when give me this mandate for serve una. But I not just want to tell una thank you for when I elect me, I want to tell una thank you for when I don't work with me and work with the councillors, work with the staff of Freetown City Council, work with so many stakeholders, including the central government, the international partners, the local partners. I want to tell una, the Freetonians, and thank you, but I want to tell all the other groups and the Boku Boku Tenki. Together, we embark on a journey for Transform Freetown, and in nobody not been say it go easy. We published the plan in January 2019, and then in January 2020, we published our first year report, and then in January 2021, we don't publish with 2-year report. Inside the reports and day, you go able for read in much more detail, waiting we don't achieve. But family them, I still I just share today some of the things that really make me heart gladdy, pandis walk here. One thing we're really glad about, now the wastewater treatment plant, where we don't build, na King Tom. This is not the first time ever in the history of Salone for let we get the internet with the common the toilet. Instead of it just gonna grow na King Tom, it actually go into a plant where they get for separate the solid from the liquid and get for treat them and waiting here for come out can go towards manure. It can now be safely, the liquid can now safely be disposed into the waterways. Another practical thing we are so glad for, now this urban farming project, we bring over 300, in fact we start with 300, now we add another 200 women them. We now at them backyard them and in community level, particularly in the private communities.
And you can create this, where you give, the okra they come up, they will plant them.
The women they do farming projects where go benefit them picking them, for get more nutritious food, but it go also help them for get small thing at the hand as they sell them in the market. And then their nursery school. Famble then go no say we've been not open the one at Congo Water Market for make vulnerable women them and their young picking it under the age of 5 get free quality preschool care. And now we dip and build the second one. We do refurbishment upstairs in the Cruton Road Market, and that facility will be open and available to women and men traders inside Cruton Road Market. Tricycles. Well, then tricycle and they not only then they help for keep we city clean, they also they create employment. We don't create so far over 1,200 jobs with young people then where they go and collect dirty na the streets. And now we get 90 more where they come on stream. So I'm so happy because it increased the capacity for collect dirty. At the same time, it increased the number of people them, young people that we get work. Let not talk about the transfer station when I did the dirty then they go. So we don't get 4 additional ones, including the one at Lumley, the one at Approved School, the one at Shell, and the one at Allentown. Bele Uman them. Then they all over the community. That journey for going at PCMH, it can challenge Boko of them. So we work for upgrade 5 of we PHUs them for make them be monk, side with side Bele Uman, the able for born. Freetown people them, Boku people that know say dog na challenge na this city. And so we don't start a program for sterilize, vaccinate, the dogs them, so that we go get control over dogs and we the ambog motaman, but we the ambog themselves. We go make we city healthier, and it go reduce the risk for let people then get us sick with and call rabies. I don't share small about wait we don't do, and over these 3 years, but I just touch the thing boku. I go say anybody want for no more. Also go now with Facebook page. We get Freetown City Council Facebook page. We also get Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. You go able for follow we. Let we continue for work together with all we stakeholders for let collectively we transform Freetown. Una, thank you and God bless you.
Na Yvonne, Na Yvonne, talk and go, talk and come.
Oh, Kadiatu, my friend. She was the brightest at our level. Even though she was as innocent as the heaven, that did not stop Papa Abu at age 57 to ask for her hand in marriage as she turns 11. Her parents, being naive about this rage, tolerated this marriage, and this destroyed the hopes and dreams of Kadiatu to live like it in Seattle. Instead, she's been used as a tool by an old school. Kadiatu is being used as a bait by her own mate. My friend is being emotionally tortured by this old culture. Old child marriage, it's on the rampage like disease, eating up the fabric of our girl child image, and it's our duty to cage. Let's diverge. Please be obliged. It is now we emerge from this ancient custom at large.
If not for this dreadful event, Kadiatu could have become president, but now she has been trapped in an old man's residence, like a mosquito in a tent. She is vulnerable, but with her age, she is still able to become that virtuous woman of substance, like Madam Patricia Kaba, Madam Dr. Kadi Sise, Madam Sianyama Koroma, Madam Dr. Sylvia O'Blyden, Madam Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Oh yes, without child marriage, our girl child can still turn into Madam Hillary Clinton, Madam Theresa May. Be it as it may, Madam Condoleezza Rice, let's not be hypnotized, but rather stay wise, for this can only be realized if education is being prioritized and child marriage is being criticized. So please, parents, do not relent, as it is apparent that a girl child can become great if only you patiently wait.